Hello, and welcome to the Mocha Minutes podcast. I'm Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining me. You can find the Mocha Minutes podcast on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, TuneIn, Castbox, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Find us on any of those platforms or wherever else you catch your podcast. Also, still soliciting for ratings and reviews. If you would be so inclined, please leave us some 5 stars. Leave us some reviews. Would greatly appreciate it. Also, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Mocha Minutes on all 3 of those platforms. If you want to shoot me an email, give me some feedback. Other than on those 3 places, you can email me at mochaminutes@gmail.com.
Hello and welcome back. This is the Mocha Minutes podcast. This is Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining me. I already told y'all this month is whole full month. April 1st is April Fool's Day, but I'm a whole fool according to Quinn from Know That Pod. So I had to have some fools with me. And so we don't ever use it in a negative. It's always a positive because, you know, being a whole fool, especially on the mic, is definitely a bonus. And there's no possible way I can have a whole full month without one of my favorite fools, Kendrick from Me and You, the Housewives and Marvel 2 podcast. Kendrick, what's going on?
Look, I was gonna have a whole attitude if you didn't invite me on for whole food month.
You'd be like, so I see you have on your little show, right? And I see you ain't have me on your little show. I'd be like, oh.
I was gonna wait until April 27th at the latest. I was like, okay. I'm gonna give her 3 days to edit.
I'm looking at this DM. I ain't seen it. I ain't seen the emails, the DMs, right. No carrier piggins, no. I'm like, I didn't have no Uber Eats, no Amazon Prime messages, nothing. Like,
look, you know, the episode with Samaj was so good. I was like,
oh my God,
to bring me on the whole food.
I was like, I have to have Kendrick on here. Samaj was so much fun. Samaj is hilarious. He was just like, oh, because I swear, I'm like, y'all, he's trolling you about this. Am I the asshole? I just want to let y'all know he is trolling y'all. He is not being serious. He'll be like, yes, I was. No, you weren't. Stop lying to them.
Right. I was like, at first I was like, look at Samaj playing devil's advocate. Okay.
Right. I was like, Samaj, be quiet. Why are you doing that?
But then we know Samaj. We like, boy, stop.
Right. It's like, boy, stop it. Stop it. He is so funny. I said, so what you doing? I gotta see. What you doing?
In honor of Whole Food Month, I had to get a new beverage for, every time me and you get on the camera and the mic and everything, I got to bring you a new beverage.
You do. Because you got me going like, I need to order some Loverboy.
Mm-hmm. See, this one, I used to my college years. They were in the Midwest. They were up in the Midwest,
Come on, Midwest college years.
My favorite steakhouse in Indianapolis, they have their own line of mixed Cokes.
Really?
Yes, called St. Elmo Cola Cocktail.
Cola Cocktail? What the hell's in that cocktail?
So let me read it to you. So it's got straight bourbon whiskey with cherry, vanilla beans, cola, and caramel color. And when I tell you, you see how small this can is. It's a regular size. The caramel color, do you hear me?
Oh my God, I've never even heard of that. Like a cola saying that.
Look at the percentage. Hold on.
Wait, can I see it?
Probably not. Let me look.
Is it an 8?
Why was I about to tap this like an iPhone?
Like,
to make
hello,
it clear?
tap
You know what?
it. Wait, does that say 8%?
11.
Oh, good.
So let me tell you, 2 of these on your ass.
You out. You know what?
On your whole ass.
I might need that name because I might need to send it to D and So from Bad and Boozy and see if they want to do it and make it a sipper spit.
See, you need to tell them to have me on one day because
I definitely will. Don't make me drop their name because
you know me.
D and so they with the shits. Those my girls. They my wine hosts, but don't you dare call them hoes. I can call them wine hoes. Okay,
you know me. I'm the type that everybody got their go-to liquor. I'm the one dude to go in the liquor store. I get my go-to, and then I'm walking around like, you know what? What else look good in here? Let me see.
See, this is what happens. See, I went to this was like not the Valentine's Day that just passed, but the one in 2020. Mm-hmm. D was my Valentine
before shit got fucked up. Yeah,
right. Mm-hmm. Before like the world like imploded, but D was my Valentine. I'm like, quite frankly, D was the best Valentine Day I've ever had. She's my favorite Valentine Day. We went to dinner, and it was a restaurant that's part of a bar, like part of a liquor store. So walking around a liquor store with one of my favorite wine hoes was just like amazing, because she was like, "Oh, you should try this, and this." She got me looking at like craft beer. I'm not a beer drinker.
Right there. Right.
We had so much fun. It's like I don't like beer. But craft beer makes me want to be like, do I want to drink more beer? Like at the most, I drink like
it's got to be, domestic, ciders. Right? Domestic ain't for everybody. You gotta, if you go get into beer, you really got to get with those people that are like, oh, well, this one is a new IPA from somewhere in New York. So you got to really have somebody walk you through beer. But liquor,
you're gonna be lost. It's like, girl, I'm sitting here like, I don't really like beer, but I would like just go to a beer festival with D because I'm like, she's fun. So it's like, I'm like, I'm gonna sip this. It's fun. I love a good wine too, honey. I was telling somebody in a clubhouse room about wine festivals. They're like, what? I'm like, yes.
Like, the world needs to open back up because it's still a lot I need to experience. Like, I need to go to me a wine festival, a beer festival, a mixed cocktail festival. You know me. So I think I'm in my mind, I could own all the liquor in the world because I won a mixology contest on a cruise.
Oh,
so that means that not to toot my own horn, but beep beep, So let me tell it. I'm the best mixer in the world, but I can probably be swept under the table. But I don't play about the mixed drinks, okay?
Like,
everybody on that cruise was drunk.
Beep, beep. Right? Honk the horn on them, Greg. Toot,
right. Toot, toot,
I swear, every time I think about it, honk the horn on their ass.
Right.
I
said, what? I said, okay, goals. Okay. Goals.
I'm like, I want to be that daggone stupid with my husband. Honk the horn on their ass, Greg. Now I want a man named Greg because I'm like, honk the horn on their ass, Greg.
Right. Because it got to be you can't be no long ass. Honk the horn on the ass. It's like, wait a minute.
Right. It's like, that's stupid.
Right. No.
Honk the horn on them, Eugene. See, that don't work, Toya.
Right. No, not Gina Jean. Not Gina Jean.
Not
Gina Jean and already put his whole ass on camera. So
child, I was like, look, why are we disturbing slumber to go get in a bubble bath? I'm like, girl, I'm not disturbing my man's slumber for a bubble bath.
That man is a whole doctor.
He was like,
you woke him up out of sleep.
Wait, how you not wake him up with the gawk? Don't wake me up to get in a goddamn tub. It's like, are we fucking or no? Okay.
Right. Not just in the tub. The whole camera's in his face.
Seriously.
It's like, wait a minute.
Like, how you not waking me up the fuck when the kid's not here? I'm sorry. It's like, what?
Like, you doing this
let's
wrong.
go take a bath. So I gotta get fully awake to have a bath.
Right.
Okay.
And she up there playing with his nipples with her big toes and stuff. You know what, Toya?
Hey, Toya.
Ain't nobody about to play with
you.
You
go to hell, okay?
How did this become a Toya slander?
I don't know how we got here. But y'all, let's get back. Okay, so everybody knows I have added some segments, and I get as fancy as Brandon. I will start adding some segment music. Speaking of that, Stephanie, write a note. Talk to Brandon about segment music. Anyway, so first segment is to give them their roses. So I like to give, it's kind of like we always give roses to people who have passed away, and we will talk about DMX towards the end of the show. So, but for right now, we want to give our roses to people who are still with us, we want to celebrate them because we're like, hey, we want to do this for you right now. So I want to give my roses to my Midwestern baby mama, aka Queen Khaleesi of Dragons.
Okay.
Mother of Dragons, not Mother of Dragons, Mother of Dragons. That is Candace from the Flawless Noises Media Network. She had her baby boy Taj. He is here. And it's like, oh, she is now a mama too. London is still the boss of this house. Just know, just stay in line with London and she ain't going to have to just put you out the house. So they are now a family of 4. Congratulations to Candace and Michael. They had their baby boy. Taj is here. He is so cute. So definitely give my roses to Candace. I just applaud how strong she's been. And I know it is rough. She's had lost time, like 2 people she's lost. And then we're still in the pandemic. Actually, no, 3. Yeah. So it's like she's lost 3 people, and I'm including her because one, Taj is her rainbow baby, so of course that's 3 different losses. So it's kind of like, I know that the people that she have lost are definitely smiling down and definitely sending her good vibes, and we're sending good vibes because we just love Candace. Candace is a pretty dope person.
Everybody watching over their new baby.
Yes, it's like that baby is he's so cute. He's so I'm like, you just got here, and I'm like, I love him already. So that's my Midwestern baby mama.
Does she look?
Her baby.
I don't even know what the baby looked like, but I was already over here like,
it's like we just love the babies. It's like it's like why did all my baby mamas name begin with a C? But Courtney over in California, she's my West Coast baby mama, and now I need an East Coast baby mama. And everybody's like, why you got all these baby mamas? Look, if Future can do it and Nick Cannon can do it, I can do it. God damn it.
Hello. And you're not even on child support. So
right. And I ain't shooting up none of their clubs, but I'm gonna be my baby mama.
Hello.
I'm just
how about that?
See, I'm being ridiculous at this point. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. So who would you want to give your roses to?
Okay, I'm a split mine off a little bit if you don't mind. I'm gonna do one avenue for the ones I know, and then I'm gonna do another avenue that I don't. So for the ones that I do know, I'm actually gonna give my roses to almost my entire family, because there's been a stigma around Black people getting this vaccine, and almost my entire family at this point either has their first shot or they are fully vaccinated. We were all able to get together this past Saturday, and I had a cousin in from out of town. She's a nurse, so she's been vaccinated. But we got together. It was the first time in such a long time we've been able to get together and have a stress-free gathering. And it was so it was just, I haven't laughed like you know the laugh you got to do when you said afterwards. It was a lot of them
catching your breath, your stomach is in like my diaphragm looks like it's going to explode because I'm laughing so much.
That doubling over, you got to hold, grab all your balance. Me, I got to grab a couple of them. So and you letting out the laughs. There was some good laughs, and so shout out to all of not necessarily because I know people have different feelings about the vaccine, but shout out to all the people that were at least brave enough to research it and make an informed decision to go and get it if you want to get it, and not let other people tell you I'm not getting that because it is, and it not be something based in it's something verifiable. So congrats to all the people that are taking the whole pandemic seriously and all that. So shout out to the family, shout out to you because I know you vaxxed up like me.
Fully vaxxed.
So that's road number 1. Road number 2, this is gonna be the most random thing in the world probably.
Okay.
Anything that Regina King does.
Come on.
I just love me some Regina King. I feel like she's just now starting to get her flowers with all these Emmys and Oscars and stuff. But that woman has been working since the 80s?
Yes.
I'm doing the damn thing. Right. We got to give it up to her. She's been really, really, really killing it. And she's been one of my favorites forever. So anytime she does something, I'm always going either to the theater or to or down to the HBO Max or round to the Netflix, over to the Amazon.
I need her back on Bravo because I need her and Jack A to get drunk and go and watch What Happens Live again because that was gold.
Because I'm gonna get as drunk as they were when they get back on.
I was like, that's me and my friend. We like, y'all not even saying anything.
Andy is missing opportunities. I would have thought they would have been done that by now.
Me and Kendrick can't be on the same episode because we like drink up all the lover boy. Okay, Stephanie, this is what we gonna do. Drink 3 lover boys and then we're gonna go out there and act a fool. And be like, so first of all, fuck you, Toya. They were like, what the
right? Andy like, wait a goddamn minute. This is
Toya like, who the fuck it ain't called me? Fuck you, Toya. I said what the fuck I said. Fuck you and Big Gene, okay? That's what we gonna do.
I'm coming at everybody.
I'm like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? It's like, look, y'all leave us be, okay?
Right.
Leave us be.
Look, we got to get through the pandemic somehow. Here.
I'm just saying. Oh my gosh. Yes, Regina King gets all the flowers. I just adore her. So when she went over to Andra Day's house after she won the Golden Globe and they screaming like the black girls they are, I said, see, that'll be me. I'd be like, first of all, get me the fuck out this dress. Second of all, come on, dog. Pooch, we gone. We gotta go say hi to Andra Day. I said, girl, if this ain't the blackest black girl thing I've ever seen, and I love it.
Don't you love it?
Of it. I said, oh my God, that'll be me. See, this is what happens when Taria wins an award. I'm gonna like get into my joggers from spring or summer and hop over to her house and be like, Taria, oh my God, we're gonna be acting a fool. That's how we gonna be.
All y'all got me contemplating moving up there because I feel like there's too many of y'all in one city.
Let me tell you something. When they open up, everybody's vaccinated. Let me see. It's me, Taria, I think Billy, Amanda, Chelsea, girl, child. It's too many of us. Let me tell you something. I was like, we having a party. I mean, I'm not gonna say my birthday's in August and I'll be 40, but my birthday's in August and I'll be 40.
Hello, don't give me a reason to travel. You know me. Don't give me. I work in the hospitality industry too. A hotel ain't nothing about $30 for me. Oh, don't give me a reason to travel.
Really?
We're playing. I stay in so many hotels. I'm one of the diamond members now, so I walk in. I try to walk in bougie. They're like, "Sir, we don't have no upgrades." I'm like, "Damn." Give me my regular room. Damn.
So can I tell you, this is super random, y'all. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about today. But somebody posted a picture of Joe Budden and some light-skinned dude and some other dude and Kevin Samuels in the group. And they said, "That's the name of this group. Wrong answers only." My dumb ass go Ashy Edition.
You know what?
It's like Ashy Edition. And then I saw it, Old Fools on the Block. I mean, come on. The jokes work themselves, okay?
I mean, look, you saying Ashy, look, the Gross Sisters. I mean, we can go on for days. We can spitfire. I mean,
Someone called them the 4 flops. Good.
You know what?
Wait a minute. Girth, winded, and tired. Bye. Somebody called them the 4 bottoms. Get out.
You know what? Bye. You know the 5 heart attack beats. We can keep it going.
So boys to avoid. I said, get out.
You know what?
A Tribe Called Mess. It does fit NWA, niggas with audacity.
Facts. Nothing but facts. Okay.
I hate this. Dysfunction junction. Get out. Oh, get out. Phony.
You get one more girl. Phony Braxton. Mission Massage Noir. You are a mess. What are you looking on right now? You are a mess.
Wait, the average black band.
You know what? No
Jagged serrated edge. Get out. Go to hell. Go to hell.
What?
Oh my God. Okay, so
you know what?
we needed that laugh because my God. Okay, so again, on to another segment. Am I the asshole? Typically, we always say yes. I
love this segment.
I think last week was somebody was like, no, you're not. Yes, you are most definitely the asshole. Just it's like you're acting like she asked you to like put it in her cart, wheel it up to the front, and then put it in the car, you ass.
Right.
It was like, this is so unnecessary for no apparent reason. Okay.
So unnecessary.
Am I the asshole for calling out my kid's future stepmom for treating me like a surrogate?
Well, hold on, but I got to do the math on that one. Wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You said future kids?
My future kid's stepmom. So the baby not here, the baby in the belly.
Okay, and the baby daddy is about to get married.
Oh, this is just his girlfriend.
You know what? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I, 29-year-old female, dated a guy, Joe. Why are we telling his name? But hopefully this is not his real name. Right. I don't know, girl. His real name. So I dated a guy, Joe, 30-year-old, for 3 months before he left me to go back to his ex, Kim, 30. So both of these people are under 30. All 3 of these people are under 35. Good to hell luck, everybody. Right after we broke up, I found out I was pregnant, and now I'm at 24 weeks. So I don't feel like doing math today. Kendrick, let's not do the math because we're like, hold on, carry the
little right. I'm trying to carry the
okay. Mm-hmm.
You add okay.
I let him know
you in it.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay.
You in it. Okay.
I let because it's like see now, nope, I can't think of this. Nope, let me ignore.
Yeah,
because that's 6 fucking months.
Yeah, and I
okay. I let him know and he was ecstatic. Turns out his girlfriend had fertility issues and would likely never be able to get pregnant naturally, and he has always wanted to be a father. You're 30. Anyway, getting back together was out of the question for both of us, so he's still with his girlfriend. Okay. Joe was only allowed at the initial appointment because of COVID-19, and we found out I was having twins. According to Joe, when he told Kim, she had a mental breakdown about her infertility and wanted to talk to me. The fuck? I met them at their house, and Kim
Chris Page, is that you? You want to? Okay.
Okay. I met them at their house, and Kim stated that she wanted to be involved in my pregnancy because she would eventually be the child's stepmother. She ain't got no ring, but okay, eventually I'm heading that way. Okay, girl. She started telling me that I needed to do a home birth, that I needed to formula feed so that they could have the babies half of the week, that she wanted 1 boy and 1 girl, and that she wanted the kid to call her mama since they will be calling me mommy. I shut her down and said I would make the best choices for my children and my body and left. Kim continued to be overbearing and texting me every day about my eating habits, exercise habits, and bitching about how her job wouldn't let her take maternity leave.
What? You know what? You gonna quit this, Stephanie? You gonna quit this?
It's more. God damn it! At the virtual genetics counseling appointment, she attended instead of Joe and took over the whole meeting, trying to talk about her family history, which wasn't relevant. When it came time for my 20-week level 2 scale, pause. Oh, okay, she's saying I am now at 24 weeks. Okay, never mind. Because this is like when it came time for my 20-week level 2 scan. That was maybe pause. I'm like, wait.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry. My 20-week level 2 scan, they allowed me 1 guest, and Joe suggested I take Kim instead of him, which I refused to do. Joe did end up coming, and he found out the gender because I wanted to keep it a surprise for me so we could throw a gender reveal party. I put a pregnancy announcement on my social media, and then she put up an announcement saying they were expecting twins, quote unquote, the non-traditional way, and how blessed she was. I was irritated, but I kept my mouth shut. Then she threw a gender reveal party and posted it on social media. I wasn't even invited. She also announced that she's having a baby shower.
Stop it. Now I let you. I let you get. Look, I let you get through a lot of this. Wait a minute.
You see my face.
There's more.
Yes.
You know what?
I'm gonna keep him. I commented on her post and told her to stop treating me like a surrogate, that the kids weren't hers, and that Joe didn't have any claim or custody of the kids until they were born. I then called Joe and reiterated all of this and stated that I would not be seeing either of them until we went to family court, and that my mother would be my birthing partner. He and Kim and some of her friends and family are saying that I'm an asshole, and her mother even called and insisted I give her one of my babies, like this is the parent trap. So am I the asshole? Edit. I'm definitely getting a lawyer ASAP. Y'all have scared the shit out of me, but I'm happy you did.
Listen, because the first thing I thought about was a Lifetime movie. I'm like, that lady gonna come and take your damn kids. First of all, are you the asshole? No, you need to be the witness protection. Get the hell out of there.
See, I want to know I want to know why Kim got all her teeth. You got the biggest this is how you know audacity is free. You have the audacity to act like this girl. I could see if she was giving up these children, you can do this shit. Ma'am, you have no ring. Y'all have not applied for no marriage license. So no, you are not this kid's upcoming stepmother. I'm like, girl, he left your ass and went and then found some girlfriend, shot up her club, came back, and then I mean, he ain't know until she said something. Because what if she didn't say anything? What if she was like, I ain't
right? I'm blown right. I was blown.
I was like, this right now. Me and Kendrick have to talk about this. You be like, what? I'm like, yes, right, exactly, all of that. Because I was like, I know you fucking lying to me. I beat your ass. It's like, have you lost your mind? Are you high, Clary?
You set up, and so this what really took me out. You done set up and found out the genders of the children from this man, and you done thrown a whole gender reveal party that you're not going to invite the person that's pregnant to.
That's having the actual baby, and this is not your baby, girl. And the bad part about it is, homeboy is so like, oh no, why can't you include her? If you're so ecstatic, why are you telling your girlfriend to come? Girl, fuck out of my face. But I love how all the comments are like, if you don't get a fucking lawyer, get a fucking lawyer.
Can I take it one step further? If you don't get a lawyer and a gun,
girl, you need,
because you're gonna have to protect them kids.
You better get yourself a protective order.
Are we the only ones ever seen Lifetime? Has she not? Has she never watched a Lifetime movie before?
Snapped? Like, do you realize she's like, she had a nervous breakdown. I'm putting it in quotes for her infertility. I'm like,
listen.
So first of all, ma'am, you're 30, so you have a little bit more time to work on this, but maybe you can't. I don't know. So why, girl? If you don't go to hell, and I mean this,
all the way
directly to hell. Don't make no stops in purgatory. Go straight there. It's like, who the hell do you think you are? It's like, who? And before y'all ask, I can almost guarantee, yes, she is.
You're right.
You don't know, but well,
right.
You don't need to know. We can almost guess.
See. I wasn't even gonna ask because I
like,
figured.
Is she? Yep. Yep. If you have to ask, you already know. Y'all don't already know what we about to say.
Well, look,
it's like, girl.
Or if you have to ask, you might be it. So
It's like, the fuck?
Yeah.
And she lost her mind. Are you high, Clary?
Everything about that, I literally didn't think you could keep going. I was
you're like, no,
you got to be.
It's like, I love how no one say no, you're not the asshole. Everybody's like, if you don't get it's like, we ain't gonna talk about this. Get a fucking lawyer
right
now, expeditiously. Why are you still talking to us? Get a goddamn lawyer. It's like, girl, this is way too much. Because my God, what?
I'm blown.
Like, oh, girl. I'd be like, look, I'm sorry, we'd have to fight. I'd have to beat her ass. Like, I'm not even close to kidding. I beat her ass. It's like, you don't mess with a pregnant woman, and she's having twins too. So you know this is about to be it's multiples. I beat your ass. I would literally hold her and squeeze her neck until the life left her eyes.
Hello. I just want to make sure I'm hearing this right. This is somebody who's talked themselves up in their mind to say that I'm definitely gonna marry this man one day,
girl,
and I'm going to be the step. Oh, okay.
Who said that? Who
Right.
said that?
Right.
I'm sorry. Here's what happens when your ain't shit dude is gassing your ass up. But please do not let your boyfriend get your ass whipped.
Hello.
Because I'm sorry,
Look,
I'd be ready to beat your ass. I'm like, you got 3 things to do. 1, you need to tell her stop calling me. 2, you need to tell her to stop talking about my children. And 3, you need her to get the fuck away from me or I'm gonna beat her ass.
Look,
and I mean it.
I was waiting to see what number 3 was.
Her, you might want, if you care about her life, you might want to get her the fuck away from me because I swear I'll beat her ass.
Hello.
Like, it's like, where?
This is some married at first sight shit. Do you remember when Chris and Paige were sitting on their couch and the baby mama came to talk to her? I want to have a conversation with you.
About and she said
what? That. She said, no, we're not getting back together. What made you think that?
What? She was like, who said that? He did. And he's in there like, oh, damn, you embarrassing me. Your face embarrasses you, Christopher.
Right. The way you talk about, you know what?
And he don't go see another person to go directly to hell. Go to hell. Go to, I'm sorry, this is not about him, but I'm just saying.
It's always about him.
You can go to hell, okay? Go to hell.
The world.
All right. So y'all, let's get into more of the show because man, that one was wild. Every so often they're not wild.
I'm saving this story. I'm reading it to my family.
I know your mama gonna go. She's still alive,
right?
Kim alive. Kim still with us because she shouldn't be.
Right.
When she dying because she need to die today.
And you know me, you know I'm obsessed with true crime. I got it from her. And I know she's gonna be like, does she watch Snapped?
I know it's like, wait a minute. There's like, so then if you listen to your true crime podcast, somebody bring this up, you be like,
right. Like, ooh, let me get out of it. My name Bennett.
Lord.
Ain't in it.
Child. So let's start low key. So
low key.
Let's start here. Let's do something fun after that. So the cast of Glee reunited at the GLAAD Awards to pay tribute to Naya Rivera.
Oh,
as a Gleek, I love this. Santana was always one of my faves. Y'all already know that I love Mercedes, aka Amber Riley. I have to look at this because I'm wondering if Little Miss Thing, aka I don't want to say Naya Rivera. That's not what I wanted to say. The show star, and she will not let y'all forget. What the fuck is her name? Why am I? And I'm good at names, and I'm saying like, God.
I see her face right now. I just can't think, what is your name, child?
She played Rachel, and I can't think of her name. I know Brandon's listening. He'll tell me. Of course, Corey Monteith is not there, of course, because he passed away, which is why a few of the Glee songs I can't go back and listen to.
Leah Michelle.
Thank you, Leah Michelle.
So
I don't think she was there. If I'm looking at the photos, I don't think she was there.
What did she have to do? She had plans.
I mean, wait. No, I think she wasn't there. It looks like everybody, like a good majority of the cast is there, which love, but yeah, she's not there, which I'm not at all. It's surprised, but also I love that Jane Lynch is also there. Alex Newell, Jenna Ushkowitz, Matthew Morrison. Oh my God, I heart him so much. It's just beautiful. Chris Colfer.
Why did I forget that he was married to Chriselle for a while? Hold on. Because I'm trying to think. I want to make sure I'm thinking of the right person. The guy from This Is Us.
Yes.
Wasn't he married to Chriselle?
Yes, but was he married somebody to her else? Too?
Oh,
I don't know. Wait a minute.
Hold on, let me look.
I feel like she wasn't.
Let me look. Hold on.
Now you know I'm messy. It's like, wait, what? Hold on.
That's her. Yep. She was married. So they got married in 2006, and then I guess Justin Hartley and her got married at some point.
Justin Hart. Oh my God, he is so fine. He 40. I was like, damn, he looked good. Yep, she was. She was engaged. Look at that. She was engaged to him for a year. He used to be engaged to Matthew Morrison. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
I know her from the stories. I used to watch the stories.
That's the thing. I watched Passions for a little while, and then I stopped because they started adding witches and demons and angels and like killer dolls and God knows what else. I was like, look, can we just get back to this? Because he was
a guy got pregnant at some point, so it was it was a lot happening. It was a lot happening.
Yeah, I wasn't watching Passions when he was on the show because he wasn't on the first season.
Oh yeah, that was
that's super early. Yeah,
I watched that. I watched.
Yeah, you did. Because I'm like,
I watched.
I'm glad somebody else remember Passions. They're like, what the fuck is Passions? You know, they didn't make soap operas like the way they do with the Young Restless.
I want all the handle, the one who can leave my places, and kiss the lips of the one who can seem so sweet. And listen, that was my theme song right there.
I mean, I'm just saying that
was my theme
song. It was a little
song.
bit of a bop. So congratulations to the not really congratulations, but I'm glad that they're able to pay tribute to Santana, and also Naya Rivera. It's still kind of
such a sad story.
It's still super sad when I think about it, but I love that this is making the cast, not really making, but the cast is reuniting to celebrate her. And it's just beautiful to see. And so, any reason I can see Amber Riley, I'm all for it. Because the fact that Amber's like, I will move hell and high water, okay, to be here and celebrate my girl. Come on,
okay.
Come on. That's why I get you a good Amber in your life, okay?
Right,
get you a good Amber, not a good Judy, but a good Amber, okay?
Right. The Judy outrated, get you an Amber, okay? Amber Alert, put it out on them.
Come on, Amber Alert. That's the show title. Show title, Amber Alert. And let me send this to Amber Riley. Like, girl, you just know we are your stands.
Right.
We love you.
We going up for you.
We love. I fuck with you the long way, Miss Amber P. Riley.
I sent Beyonce's team an email. I said, I'm your biggest fan. I go to all your concerts, but 1+1 ain't your song no more. That's Amber Riley's song.
Come on.
Okay? Just give it to her. That's her song. It belongs to her. That is hers.
Sheesh. I love her.
Yes.
So we go from people reuniting to the girls are fighting at a beauty pageant. So there's a little bit of a squabble.
Yeah.
At the Mrs. Sri Lanka. So apparently, the 2019 winner took off the 2020 winner's crown, alleging that she couldn't be Mrs. Sri Lanka because she was divorced. And here's the thing. I watched that video. It's like 2 minutes long. That was literally the slowest car wreck I ever seen. I'm like, how are y'all? Literally, she stood there and let this woman unpin that crown from her head.
Yeah, taking pins out of her hair and everything. It's like, wait a minute.
Why are y'all not telling her to stop? Everybody's saying like, is this part of the show? They were like, is this part of the show?
Is this like Moonlight at the Oscars? What is happening? What's going on?
And apparently homegirl has head injuries because people were like, we're going to all take it off. So this is what happened. Beauty queen Pushpika De Silva won the Mrs. Sri Lanka title at a ceremony on national TV on Sunday. Moments later, the 2019 winner seized Mrs. De Silva's crown, claiming she could not be awarded the title because she was divorced. The prize has now been returned to Mrs. De Silva after pageant organizers confirmed she is not a divorcee. Judges named Miss De Silva. Mind you, they keep saying Miss. This is supposed to be Miss. Okay. Miss De Silva, the 2021 winner of the Mrs. Sri Lanka final in a theater in Colombo on Sunday night. But the 2019 winner, Caroline Jury, stripped they went from Ms. to Mrs. Mrs. De Silva of her crime, citing a pageant rule that competitors must be married and not divorced. There is a rule that prevents women who have already been married and are divorced, so I'm taking steps to make the crown go to second place, Mrs. Jury told the audience. She placed the crown on the runner-up, prompting a tearful Mrs. De Silva to walk off stage. The organizers have apologized to Mrs. De Silva, who says she is separated but not She's separated but not divorced. In a Facebook post, she
Yeah.
said she went to the hospital to be treated for head injuries after the incident. Mrs. De Silva said she would take legal actions for the unreasonable and insulting way she was treated. There are a lot of single moms like me today who are suffering in Sri Lanka, Mrs. De Silva told a press conference. This crown is dedicated to those women, those single moms who are suffering to raise their kids alone. The national director of Mrs. Sri Lanka World, Chendamal Jayasinj, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering this name, I truly apologize, told the BBC that the crown would be returned to Mrs. De Silva on Tuesday. We are disappointed, he said, adding, it was a disgrace how Caroline Jury behaved on the stage, and the Mrs. World organization has already begun an investigation. Oh, the Mrs. World, not Miss World. Mrs. World organization has already begun an investigation on the matter. Police have questioned Mrs. Jury, who is the current holder of the Mrs. World title, as well as Mr. Jayasinj about the incident. The Mrs. Sri Lanka World Beauty Pageant is a major contest in the country. The Prime Minister's wife was among the guests at the ceremony. So, Mrs. De Silva, I hear you. So basically, you are separated from your so she's not that far off. I don't want to shame you, be separated. It's like, wait.
Because they didn't give the response I thought they were going to give. I didn't know. Look, I missed this story. You remember I sent y'all this video that night. I was like,
yeah, and
see
I
this
watched
shit
video
going on?
like,
right, like,
it was
wait,
a slow car
what's
wreck. I'm like, why are y'all moving so slow?
Right.
Where's security? Y'all don't have security here. And then she like stormed off with her roses. How dare this bitch?
Right.
And now you're saying, well, she's separated but not divorced. Are you with your husband right now? See, here go that nice little nuance, that gray area of, well, she's still not divorced. So yes, but she is separated from her husband.
So let me ask a question. Because I don't know the pageant world too well. I just know Vanessa Williams won one, and then Kenya Moore won another one. I don't know what one, but that's about all I know. Is this story, is this implying that there's like MRS, MISS, and MS world, or?
So it's Mrs. and Miss. So, but they also have teens. So Miss America and Miss USA is what we see.
Okay.
And I think the age for Miss USA is, Miss USA, I think is like 26, 27. I think it's the same for Miss America. So they have two different organizations. So Miss USA is under it's the Miss Universe organization, and then Miss World organization that has Miss America.
Okay.
So it is a MISS, but then it's the MRS. Those are for older. I don't want to say older. It sounds so weird. Older than the pageant age for Miss is Mrs.
Gotcha.
But I think it seems like one rule is you have to be a wife, but I feel like they don't always present that. I don't know. Because I'm trying to think of Mrs. America, if they're always married or if they just go by that age.
Right.
But this was like just really funny because at the end of that video, we're standing up for what is right. It's just a crowd. Baby, like, what we doing? Bitch,
I'm a cow. Revolution fist up and everything.
It was like,
I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow.
Bitch, you are a cow. Moo.
A whole one. Listen.
I was like,
let me tell you, it was the Viva La Revolution fist for me. Like, this the stance y'all taking.
Y'all do realize it's a pageant, not a election of elected officials.
This what y'all do?
Hell, it's not even cure cancer. Like
nothing. It's not even for cancer.
Because what is like 2019 and then says 2021? I'm like, did y'all not have it 1 year because of the pandemic?
Right.
Maybe, I don't know. Because I was like, I don't think they had any pageants last year. Because I mean, of course, they postponed the Olympics too. So that's neither here nor there. But wow, that was a turn.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, spoiler alert, she is separated. And it's like, oh,
right.
This changes things. This
Can we just combine all this shit?
Can we?
Just,
I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Your divorce isn't final. Girl. Yeah. Okay. So
it's a lot going on.
Let's leave Sri Lanka and let's go to California. Apparently, white people, one of the most oppressed groups in the country. I'm just kidding. They're so oppressed that they have to start having, White Lives Matter rallies.
Bye.
So a guy named Larry said,
not Larry.
It said Larry. His name is Larry. Hey, Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no A in Larry. It's Larry. Hey, Larry.
Right. Anybody, Anybody starting the All Lives Matter rally, I would expect your name to be Larry.
So Larry is the one who found the flyers. Found on sidewalks in front of downtown Huntington Beach homes this morning. There are dozens more on sidewalks. So Huntington Beach Lieutenant Julio Mendez said the police were called on Easter morning, of all times, after one resident spotted the flyers, which were placed inside sandwich bags that were weighed down by rocks. Newport Heights residents also saw KKK flyers on their lawns and driveways, but it hasn't been confirmed if the two are tied to the same group. Yeah, because it would. Listen here, Sherlock Holmes.
Right.
It's like
a lot of grace being given.
Do you need a Watson? Is you need a Watson? What the hell? Sean Wallace, Sean with a U, a Huntington Beach resident. I'm sorry, we have to pick that
because it matters. Okay, because it matters,
honey.
Yeah, it matters.
Sean with a U.
Okay,
not a W.
Okay.
Told the LA Times that he's not only aware of people in the neighborhood whose views align with those of the KKK, but he has spoken with locals who have even defended the propaganda. As for, I don't even know what the fuck this means. Why is this in here? Like Sean's like, I know white people in my neighborhood and they are racist. Right. What does this have to do with this? Oh my God.
He walked by. They was the only comment he can get. It like,
well,
sir, please speak to us.
I know, buddy. There's some racists in my neighborhood. Oh my God. As for the White Lives Matter rally in Orange County, Lieutenant Brian Smith said a city permit isn't required for free speech demonstrations, but authorities will be forced to intervene if the group obstructs traffic and or people's access to public places. According to KTLA, a community meeting was held on Monday to discuss the flyers, and while city officials voted to denounce displays that advocate for white supremacy, it appears that the event will go on as planned.
You know what?
This
you know what,
guys, this is from the date on this article is April 6th. Okay.
Wow.
So let's see. Yes.
Wow,
so,
Bethany.
So yeah, they literally put it in these great value sandwich bags. White lives do matter, because in some odd way, y'all think y'all lives don't matter. I don't know what's happening, sus. But I don't know where you got this from.
Right.
So yeah. The rally's supposed to happen. Apparently, the weekend that Jesus rose from the dead
was the day y'all brought y'all asses outside with some sandwich bags.
Hell? So, and what? Sean Wallace was like, I know some racists in my neighborhood. Of course you do. Of course you do, Sean with a U.
Right. Sean been mad at the motherfucker for a long time.
It was like, I don't know. I don't think white lives matter in the KKK. I don't know if there's any recollection. Then you look at the symbols on the flyers and go, I know. What would possibly think y'all are not okay, but leave it to Larry. Larry, thank you for letting everybody know about what happens.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you, Larry.
Because Larry, I'm tired. I'm tired.
I tell you, Huntington Beach, buddy. You know, my Bronwyn, my poor dear girl, her and her lady friend are over, so she has more time. Let me tell you something. She will come and beat y'all asses, so y'all might want to leave her alone. She's like, where is this? Okay. All right. Sean M with an E. We are going, okay?
Right.
Sean, pack up the kids. We are going. Let me tell y'all white asses something.
Hello.
Aren't you white? Yes, I am. So I can call y'all white now, can I?
You better come through. You better come through and speak to the people.
Listen here, white boy. That is racist. To call you white?
Right.
All right. So let's slide, child. Let's slide into mid-key. So Kendrick and I both watch the sports and we watch the football.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He is a Cowboys fan and we will not hold it against him.
Hell, I'm not gonna hold it against myself after this year, Lord.
It's like, Lord. Well, I'm a Ravens fan, so I don't know how far I could talk, but still, we like the sports. So both of us know who Deshaun Watson is.
Yes.
You people have been hearing about Mr. Watson and what allegedly may or may not have happened. I have not drawn a conclusion because, well, I mean, I have a conclusion. I'm like, believe victims. Believe victims. That's what I'm gonna stick with. Also, it's not lost on me that because this is a black quarterback, there's a lot of people going, no, you're just trying to get rid of him. But what if he's not? What if they're not? Because it can't, like, it's apparently what 30 something women at this point. So like they could be lying, but that's literally, if it's 32, that's 32 people too many saying that he has been doing the most.
And there's some outlandish stories too.
It was just like
okay,
what? It's
yeah,
like, okay. Because so basically, y'all, when it's somebody that y'all genuinely like or genuinely like, oh, they're cool, it's okay to say, I don't have a comment. I just hope. I bet you don't have to say no comment. You can just go, I hope it is not true.
Especially on behalf of your job. Hello.
It's like you could just say, I hope it's not true. I really don't. Based on what he's shown me, it's hard for me to believe. However, I hope it's not true.
What?
That's all. You could sit there like, I hope it's not true. I really hope.
But it's 2021 and you got to show your whole ass.
And so Aaron Wilson didn't think that. He said, first of all, bitch, let me get up on this little soapbox and tell y'all what's going on. So
he said, I will always choose violence.
Let me tell you something. I will choose violence. So Aaron Wilson used to write for the Houston Chronicle. He does not anymore because of what he said. So Aaron Wilson was on a radio show called The Greg Hill Show. And during his appearance, he called the lawsuits against Deshaun Watson, because there's more than one, a money grab and ambulance chasing. At one point during the conversation, he said, in his case, you know, it's kind of you don't negotiate with terrorists. People are demanding money. They're asking for money. It kept escalating. It kept going up and up and up. You're talking about more and more funds. I'm not going to say how much it got to, but my understanding is, you know, that there was an admission that it was, you know, something, you know, that just was, you know, just a money grab. You're a fucking writer. Why are you, you know, this inarticulate? It's like, you know, if you say, you know, like one more time, like I'm going to like kick like your ass.
Can I just say, it is not lost on me that same man going this hard for Deshaun Watson. Keep in mind, the owner of the Texans is the same one that said we can't have inmates running the jail. Did anybody forget about that? Just saying.
and some of these
there seems to be a trend here.
Yeah, he apparently didn't. I don't think you said anything against McNair. I don't remember Aaron Wilson saying that, but I don't follow him too much. But honey, he decided to lit the chopper spray on a radio appearance. So last month, he published a lengthy feature about Watson in which friends and associates of the Texans quarterback currently being sued by, it's not 30, 22 women in civil court,
Oh.
who all say he hired them for massage therapy, then sexually assaulted them during the visit, said they couldn't believe the allegations in the lawsuits. A source, I'm getting this from Defector because, well, a source told Defector that at 5:30 p.m. on Friday, members of the sports department received a Zoom invite email titled Sports Staff Meeting. During the meeting, which lasted about 10 to 15 minutes, because, well, we don't have time. We don't have time to do a 30-minute meeting. Fuck that. The source says that Chronicle sports editor Reed Laments told staffers that Wilson was no longer employed by the Chronicle. Laments didn't discuss any specifics regarding why Wilson was no longer employed, but he did not mention Wilson's coverage of the lawsuits. He did tell reporters that they needed to be mindful of what they say on other platforms. Laments was reiterating a message that had been delivered to the staff 2 hours earlier by the Chronicle's executive editor, Steve Riley. An email from Riley was sent to the entire newsroom with the subject editor's note. In the email, Riley wrote about newsroom ethics and proper behavior, how they should be exercised with regards to the Watson case. The sexual assault allegations against Deshaun Watson bring those standards front and center. This note serves as a reminder that as we report, analyze, and describe these allegations, those who bring them and the person they are brought against, we must approach the story with fairness and care towards all involved. Given the frequency of content we are creating on a growing number of print and digital channels, our editors must also be more vigilant with our oversight of coverage of all platforms. Facts are good, analysis is okay, opinion, speculation, or baseless assertions are not. We won't tolerate that sort of commentary. So that's why that bitch got fired. So, yeah. So here's the thing, y'all. Hello, friends. Kendrick and I can have an opinion because we do not work for Bravo.
Okay? Correct.
So if we worked for like a Bravo or an MTV or a VH1 or a Joe Budden podcast, we would have to be objective. We do not have to. Or if we work for the Houston Chronicle, we cannot give our opinions on a radio station in Houston, Texas, about the fucking quarterback of the Houston fucking Texans.
Hello.
Okay, you can't be the sports department in Houston, Texas,
and
you can't say it's like you can have your opinions. Nobody is telling you can't share them on a public platform. You can't tweet it out. You can't go on the radio. You can't do none of this shit, baby. You can keep your opinion, but the fact that I'm like, and I don't even know the context because he could have been asked a question. I don't know. I'm not listening to this shit.
Right.
However, it's like, even if they were asking you, you literally could have just said, I really hope it's not true.
Hello.
It's just like that. That's just devastating.
Keep it simple.
And it's like,
but of course you got to put your whole ass in your hand.
So this is the thing. Back home. Apparently his article that they're talking about said, who is the real Deshaun Watson? Why are you doing this while he's got allegations going on?
Right.
It's like, so this just puts you on the radar. Also, who cleared this article to be written?
You know what? That's my kind of question.
Like, he can't just go, I'm a write what the fuck I want, and boom. It's like, nobody edited this. You don't have an editor for your internet page, Houston Chronicle. It's like, girl, there's so much going on. Just tell me y'all really wanted to find a way to get rid of Aaron Wilson. Sometimes soldiers fall on their own swords.
Right. Because you sit up here and you telling me, even if I didn't know how things worked at a magazine, a newspaper, website, whatever. Let's just assume I hadn't seen TV before. I know damn well you got to run that up the ladder before that goes to print. You're not just gonna let me sit my ass over here and say, you know what? I watched the newest episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and let me tell you about this bitch and all like that, and you just gonna let me print it no matter what. Like, wait a minute.
Who okayed this?
Right. Is that how that works now?
Made this okay? Because I'm sitting here like, what? So it's not just because I think because Houston Chronicles, like, you read 3 sentences and you got to pay us. So I can't read the article. So I don't know what they said, but you can't write a very. I need y'all to get out of this thing that if someone accuses somebody of sexual assault, they're just doing it to get money. I will tell y'all this. There's a thing called statute of limitations, depending on the state. And depending on the degree of sexual assault, you have under a certain amount of time to talk about this. After that, there's nothing criminally they can do. However, civilly, there is something they can do. And the only thing you get from civil court is actual money.
Hello.
So it's like, there's literally, I'm sorry, jail time is not even factored in to civil court. So it's kind of like, do I want to see these allegations against him? No, he seems like a nice guy, but this is also the nice young man who had just started in Houston and was playing the little basketball game with a couple of porn stars. So here's the deal.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a bad person, and I just hope it's not true. I'm not going to say it's true. I'm like, what I think. Is it true?
Right.
I don't know. Is it not true? I don't know. I hope it isn't true.
Right.
That's all I hope. It's like, yeah, that's all I hope. I hope it's not true.
Because those allegations, nobody should have to go through that kind of shit.
No, but
nobody.
Also, this is the NFL where they literally had open litigation on a Greg Hardy, and homeboy got put off the Panthers and picked up by the Cowboys in less than a month.
Yeah.
So it's like, please don't get in y'all high horse about Deshaun Watson.
And the jerseys were selling pretty fast too. Yeah.
Pretty much.
That guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Steelers boycotted having Michael Vick on their team, but y'all don't see them boycotting their current starting quarterback.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
So it's like, I hope these are not true. And also, y'all, this is not real. Sometimes I'm like, when they talk about like people on the reality show, that's reality TV. The NFL's reality TV when it comes to real people.
Hello.
Because one, it's like, I'm sorry, I can't. No, let me just change stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get here, and I don't want to get here. Cook, I'm doing better. You see that? Gross. You see that, Cook? It's gross. It's gross. Ooh. Anyway, let's talk about somebody who didn't grow. So Matt James, aka Stephanie, wants nothing but despair. Despair.
Right. AKA. We're happy he didn't pick a black woman.
Hello. It's like, don't you come near any of those black women. Pick that clown that you got. Yeah. So everybody knows Matt James was the last Bachelor. He picked the lady who didn't realize in 2018 racism is bad. Okay. So she decided to go to an antebellum party, and then was like, gave off this really weird piss poor apology. Like, I am learning and growing. Girl, shut the hell up. So they broke up. Because, she has a problem with black people because a girl from her high school dimed her out on the TikTok and said, it's funny to see her on The Bachelor when she made fun of me for liking black guys. I'm like,
okay.
We're here. Oh, we're live, baby. We live. We got action, boss. So, apparently they broke up because, Rachel Kirkconnell is racist, and he is a black, I was going to say something else, but he is a black person. He's a black man.
Mm-hmm.
Notice
let us tell it, not him.
Notice he changed up that talking about being black when he was talking to Emmanuel Acho. But when he was talking to Chris, he was biracial. See, you know what? Despair.
Hello.
Despair on his ass. Anyway.
Yeah.
So apparently, his ex-girlfriend, who looks like one of the ladies that work at the Amish market on the Saturdays, because that's the picture they picked for people, which was like, I feel like y'all could have did something else. So she is alluding to Matt reaching out to her before he was spotted with Rachel Antebellum. I'm sorry, that's rude. So anyway, Rachel Antebellum.
Close enough.
Close enough. So she is saying that she was his ex. Apparently she went on Instagram Live, Reality Steve's Instagram Live, to talk about it, and says she first met him in Florida and quote unquote briefly spent time with him and Tyler Cameron at the beginning of COVID pandemic, which was, if we're talking about the beginning, that's like March, April, May-ish.
Oh, okay, Hannah.
I'm taking, when you're saying the beginning of the COVID pandemic, things went awry in March of 2020. So that's the thing. apparently their little romance fizzled out after Matt was cast as the Bachelor. Her name is Grace Amerling. And before you ask, yes, she is.
Yep. And if you have to ask, you are too.
You are.
Yep.
Why would that matter? You know why it was. Okay.
You know why. Quit playing with me.
She's a professional horse rider, and I feel like we couldn't have just said equestrian, but maybe that's not what equestrian means.
Right. Let me pull out my dictionary.
Like you could have just called it equestrian, but maybe that's not a professional thing. I don't know, girl. Y'all just be saying anything. She told so this is interesting. She told Reality Steve that Matt tried to get her to join the show, but she declined. How?
Wait.
Right.
Wait.
Now, this is what she is saying. I don't know what Matt James has said. Hopefully he did something with that beard that don't connect. How you got all that facial hair on your pants and it don't connect? That beard looks as dry as his personality.
Yeah, that's
see, told y'all, despair.
Nothing but.
I am not budging from this because fuck him. I'm just saying. So apparently, Matt was in Florida on Sunday when. Now they're saying equestrian. Fuck y'all.
You know what?
So this is from April 10th. Okay, so this is from what? Saturday. What's today? Saturday. So last Sunday. I guess that's Easter Sunday. So she's saying he was in Florida on Sunday when the equestrian said she received text from the ABC star out of the blue, quote unquote, asking her to come to Miami for the night. She said she declined because she was tired, not because she's like, what you won't do is text me out of the goddamn blue saying, come ride this dick.
Right.
Because it wasn't, let's go grab some coffee. Girl, you know goddamn well that's not what he said.
Right.
Days later, he was spotted with Kirk Connell and rumors swirled that the pair were rekindling their relationship, which I feel like that's not what's going on because I think they said they're just friends. And Rachel's like, oh my God, he's not giving me a chance. Shut up, you racist.
Right.
I'm sorry, it's rude. Shut up, though.
Right. I want the last. Where did this shit wrap up? In
what?
I don't know.
February? It's been a long time ago.
However long it was, I want all the months back.
I want all my stuff back. I don't want to ever see another ABC Bachelor special where two black men are literally like, I got to make sure I look nice on the camera so white people won't be scared of black people. And I'm like,
hello. I've never seen them in the turtlenecks in my life. And I don't need to see another one again.
I want to scream.
Yeah.
I was like, stop talking right now. I got to make sure I'm hospitable because what if I'm the only black person they ever see?
Right. So the whole world on your shoulders. Gotcha.
Shut the hell up. Stop talking. This is so powerful. To who?
Right. Because I wasn't impressed.
It's like,
just
okay, yeah, I'm out. See,
right.
See, that's the thing. I stayed for The Bachelor and I had never watched, The Bachelorette. I stayed for The Bachelor and I had never watched The Bachelor. Let me tell y'all something. Stop telling me to watch this shit because I'm tired of roasting their asses. I'm like, so first of all, fuck Matt James. I am biracial and I don't understand. I'm going to hurt some black people and some white people. He means some black people because he's going to pick a white lady. So they're not mad at you, Matthew.
Hello. I'll stick to The Bachelorette.
I'm like, yeah, show me The Bachelorette, even though The Bachelorette they picked, well.
Yeah. At least it's two. At least it's two.
And one of them I like, and it's not the white lady.
Yeah. They didn't even, did you see the photo shoot they did for her? Like it looks nothing like any of the past 17?
Yeah, child. As long as they don't have my girl walking out of a pool so we can see her tits. It's I was sitting here like, Tasia is beautiful. Don't do this. It's like y'all had to do this.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm also glad that the Rachel that I do like called this out. she was like, why are y'all doing this? And because they also had Mr. I'm biracial in a shower and like, oh, he's so yummy. I'm like, do y'all not have standards? I'm sorry. That is rude. And true. Okay. I'm sorry. This is just rude. So apparently, homegirl Miss Grace came to Reality Steve because, and I quote, it just didn't sit right with me. I just felt like Rachel was so in love with him, and for him to be trying to contact me and hang out with me, someone he's had past romantic relationships with 2 days prior to Miami, I felt like I had to say something for Rachel's sake. Rachel really a victim here. At some point, it's not okay. Listen here, Farmer Jane. No. She is not a victim.
At all.
And it's like, ma'am, they're not together. Like, what about Rachel? What about, we're not together. What do you do? Girl, you could have just left your no, or you could have left this man on red. But oh no, here you go. Because I want to get on Reality Steve's Instagram because it be popping. Oh, okay, sis.
Right. Now you concerned about her. Girl, fuck her.
Oh, girl, go to hell.
How about that? All the way with gasoline draws on.
Apparently she also tried to reach out to Rachel out of concern, but it wasn't clear if the former contestant responded. Why are you reaching out to the woman that he broke up with because she's racist and he is black? Hello? I'm sorry, he got a black daddy. Let me be that person.
Because I want none of these people in my life.
All of y'all go to hell, like, because I'm like sitting here like, why you bring your daddy that you don't bring? What about me, Nick? How
I had issues.
I said, bitch. I was like, turn this shit off. What the fuck? What are y'all doing? Why you gotta bring
that man?
Where
was
is his
genuinely
mama?
Shocked, right?
He was just like, I thought I was coming here for some like calzones, no?
Right. I thought you brought me here to meet the lady. What happened?
It's like,
we doing
you
this.
left me and I don't know how to love because of you. If you, let me tell you something, dear Matt James. There is this thing called Talk Space. Hello. There is also this podcast called The Read. They have a coupon code. I implore you to use it. If you
immediately,
sir, you are too old. Get a fucking therapist. Shut the hell up.
Hello, because we're not doing this with you.
We're not doing this with you. Fuck you. Okay. Fuck you and your terrible beard, your dry ass. You know what? And don't nobody sponsor his beard either. Let it stay dry, just like his fucking personality.
Right. Manscaped, don't do it.
Your damn personality is dry as Great Value crackers. And I'm just kidding. Great Value crackers, they work. So yeah, I'm not hating on Great Value.
Look, you get the right snacks.
I'm just saying they got some gold there, but I'm just saying you dry ass,
don't play.
You stale saltine cracker personality having bitch. It's like fuck you.
This is so random. You know how random I am. Have you ever had wheat crackers before?
Yes.
Oh, there's a place here. I don't know if it's I don't know where all they have locations, but it's called Chicken Salad Chick. And they made like different kinds of chicken salad, like not like, like a actual salad with chicken. You know what I mean? Chicken salad, like tuna salad, like chicken salad.
Yeah.
They make it, and they all give these wheat crackers that are just, we started talking about wheat crackers. Look, I'm gonna be hungry in a minute. Let me stop. Them damn wheat crackers, Lord. Let me tell you something. Find them in the grocery store.
I love wheat crackers because I love the wheat grits. I'm like, oh,
yes. Hallelujah.
I'm saying we won't stay wrong. So yeah, we don't care about Grace and her. Like, I gotta warn Rachel because he's trash because he contacted me after y'all broke up, and I gotta think about your girl. Shut the hell up. Nobody. Fuck you. Okay.
Right.
Fuck you. You know what? I just realized, Kendrick, I meant to put this in the notes and I forgot to do it because shout out to Jeremy from Ratchet Ramblers. I got to record with him. The episode should be live by the time y'all hearing this. I had told him because I watched Love and Marriage Huntsville. You watched Love and Marriage Huntsville. Jeremy watched Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now I saw the whispers about Martell doing a live Strawberry Letter, and I was like, are they being serious? I thought they were just saying maybe they remind him of Martell. No. This nignog decided to call up the Steve Harvey Morning Show to do a live strawberry letter on how to move forward. So, according to Martell, him and Melody are divorced, and the divorce was final last month. That baby that he had with the peasant was born around and he wanted to get advice from Steve Harvey, who has never seen Love and Marriage Huntsville, but his two female co-hosts have. And also one of his other co-hosts is nephew Tommy, who now has a show on OWN. It's the third season of Ready to Love. That is Tommy's show.
Yep.
So he knows who Martell Holt is too. Steve don't. So here is Shirley describing him and because mind you, I didn't know. So everybody who doesn't know, Steve Harvey's morning show for the Strawberry Letter, it has its own podcast. You can listen to all the Strawberry Letters from the Steve Harvey morning show. It's on a podcast. I thought it was just a station on iHeartRadio because that's where I always saw it. I was like, oh, okay, I can listen to it on here. I didn't realize it was a podcast. I just thought it was like on, because like I thought it was just like because you know how some things are just on Spotify and it's just on iHeart. Yeah, it's on Apple Podcasts right now. Just look up Strawberry Letter. That's him. Perfect. So I thought it was just like exclusive to iHeart, and it's not. So I just thought it was audio. Jeremy found it on the YouTube. And I just want to let y'all know I'm recording this from the afterlife because I've started screaming within 90 seconds. Because if y'all look at Mark, it's like I saw Shirley. It's like, okay, I see Steve. Okay, I see Martell. This nigga is under a very well-lit room with a chandelier, and he has on a medium long sleeve turtleneck. In April.
Yeah.
And he's like
it's black,
all black. He had a black turtleneck on, black pants. It's it's 4 sizes too small. He looked like he a fucking cat burglar talking about give me closure.
Use your cat eye. Use your cat eye.
Like, what the fuck is out? Let me tell you something. I started fucking screaming. I said, Jeremy, it's a 35-minute letter. It took me and Jeremy an hour to watch, damn near almost an hour, because we kept fucking pausing and laughing because this shit is hilarious. So for everybody who was like up on Love and Marriage Huntsville, the divorce is final as of last month. Steve, they kept telling Steve, and he was like, huh? It's like every time he did that, he is like, pause. What the fuck? Steve Harvey's like, wait a minute, you said a baby. So then you also find out that apparently 5 years before, see, they weren't filming the show the first time that he cheated on Melody and she took him back. Yeah. This was not on the show. This is before the show. So when he cheated on the show, when they found out on the show, that was not the first time. I didn't think it was, but it's funny because he said it took her 5 years to find out, and he's like, no, and he's like, she found out and 5 years later she's still with you, and okay. And then Steve let it slip, he didn't cheat, right? Which tell me, man who's been married, this man who's on his 4th marriage, what is cheating, right?
Right.
Because Steve
please tell me, write it in the book.
Steve was like trying to blame the show. Like, if you want to get a remarriage, if you want to get out of a marriage, put it on reality TV. And I'm sitting here thinking, so I feel like your other 3 marriages aren't on reality TV. So I'm sorry, what are you doing? Right. Okay, anyway.
Where we going with this?
So then Martell also somewhat blamed the editing.
You know what? Editing made my dick slip in a few other places.
So you know what? It's gonna be all fun and games till Carlos King treats you like, gave you a Shawnee O'Neal and said thank you for your services.
Right.
See, you don't want him to do that, but okay, you talking about it's the editing. I'm sorry, the editing did not put your dick in somebody else. Hello. I don't know what you're talking about. And then Steve also asked him, was he still in love with Melody? He said, no, I have love for her, but I'm not in love with her. And I was like, wait a minute. So why is he here?
Like, what's going on?
Why are you here? Because apparently, if you're trying to like figure out like next steps, and are you looking for Papa Steve to give you a permission slip to go out and date? It seemed like you were dating when you were married. So why do you need Steve? See, this is why you went. Of course, a cheater would go to a cheater.
Right.
It's like you.
I bet you wouldn't take your ass to Gail or nobody like that.
You notice you not.
Do that
like,
sit down.
Why are you not sitting down with somebody from OWN? Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
won't-
I
right.
mean, I guess you could have sat down with Melody because she hosts a show. Oh, I guess you can't come on that show.
Yeah.
And you're lucky.
Not after that
is,
damn glass went upside your head a couple weeks ago.
Let me tell you something. You lucky Iyanla is ending.
Retiring or whatever, right?
You'd have been on Iyanla, and I don't know if it would have been helpful or just problematic. It would have been entertaining at the end of the day.
I don't want Iyanla to end. When I tell you that,
I'm glad she's actually adding actual, life coaches and therapists instead of like freelance aunties like myself. Because I'm sorry, I'm a freelance auntie, but I'm still going to tell you, I said, you don't get a fucking therapist.
Hello.
It's like, please. So yeah, Martel Hope took, like, I swear, it's like he was, it's like he was auditioning for the live action Sterling Archer movie. And I'm like,
it made my chest hurt. You ever see somebody wearing something so tight? Or you ever see like a woman with some heels on so high or something? You just like, my God, my God.
And it was like it made no sense. I'm like, sir, why are you here? You don't want Melody back. You're not with the peasant anymore. And we're not calling her a peasant. You called her a peasant. And let me tell you something, sis. You are a peasant if you let that nigga call you a peasant and then he got to come right back and shoot up your club. Bitch, what?
Right. Huh?
What?
Where?
Fuck you. It's like, girl, he called you a peasant first season, bitch. That means he had to fuck you after first season. After he called you a peasant.
There's too much playing going on for me.
Girl, let me tell you something. You are not a peasant.
There's too much playing going on for me.
What's lower than a peasant?
Right.
Because I'm like, girl, I wish you would love yourself better, beloved. But I hope the baby is very cute. It probably is. Because when he was talking about DNA test, she was like, are you being serious right now?
Right.
Yes, he is.
Right. Listen,
this is why he called your girl, clean his ass right on out. Between the four that Melody got
everything
and the one that you got, baby, he ain't gonna have a pot to piss in nor a window to throw it out of, and he don't deserve it either.
If I was Melody, I had a motherfucker riding around in a pacer like Cole on Martin. You wouldn't be able to afford.
You could go drive Dr. Greg's little buggy.
Right, that he drove sped off in. Boy, you better put the damn.
Excuse me, this don't even have a sports mode. What the fuck are you doing?
Right. You better
like,
slam the thing down.
Y'all sped up this video, didn't you? I'm sorry, y'all. I had to include Martel Hope because you don't understand. Me and Jeremy were screaming. He's like, we got to watch this. I'm like, we do. And we kept, I was like, I am screaming right now. I'm like, I don't even understand who wanted this? Who asked for this?
Right. Who allowed this?
Please, I was
Oprah,
like,
not on Oprah.
It was like, girl.
Oprah, you got to rein in the kingdom because there's a lot going on.
You did, because why y'all going to Steve Harvey show and he looked like a cat burglar, like he about to like put on a little mask and rob some houses. Is it robbing season? Let me know.
Right. It was too tight for me. It made my heart hurt.
See, are you peacocking and advertising to the women out there finding you another peasant?
Right.
Girl, bitch. Anyway, so let's kick it on to high key. Yeah. So a lot of people have been talking about a traffic stop, and I just realized I put the wrong link here. A traffic stop of a Army lieutenant.
Oh.
He was driving a new car. He decided, and look, the Army Times. So in Richmond, Virginia, in December of 2020, I'm going to say this again. Today is April the 12th, 2021. This is happening in December 2020, most notably December 20th, 2020. 20.
Y'all know the shit.
I need y'all to focus on that.
Shit.
This is almost 5 months ago. Okay. So we have an Army lieutenant was driving his new car home. Typically, and his name is Caron Nazario. He is an Afro-Latino man. He got a new car. Now, I don't know if y'all know this. I think people are getting better depending on it depends on the dealership. There's a time, sometimes I bought a new car last summer. I thought I was going to get paper tags. They were able to print tags at their lot. I was not expecting that. I thought I was going to get paper tags. Okay.
I didn't know that either.
I was like, oh, because I had to turn on my old tags and get the new. I was like, oh, I wasn't prepared for that. But I think if you're a bigger like car dealership, you have the tools to do so, right? So this Lieutenant Nazario has bought a new car. So he had the paper tags, but of course, because it's paper, you don't want it to fly off. So he put it up in his back window.
Right. Very common.
Very, like, it makes sense because that's not the first time I've seen it. I've seen other people do it because, like, the last thing you need is your paper tags to fly away because then you're fucked.
Right.
So in some states, like Virginia, they can pull you over if you don't have a rear tag. Of course, it's not in where the tag would be because it's paper. It's in his. So they flash the lights, and it's at night. He pulled into a gas station that's well lit because, well, he's a black man, and it's late at night, and he's in Virginia. Now, Lieutenant Nazario was also in his uniform.
Full combat boots, fatigue, everything.
So the video is up. I couldn't get through all the video.
It's a lot.
So they were trying to say that he was trying to elude them by not stopping as soon as they saw the lights come out. But when they were, it was pitch black. No, he is not stopping. You wait until you get to a well-lit area. So they were screaming at him to get out of the car. They had the video, if you see a few videos, it's not that long, it's a few minutes. This also is from their body cam. Thank you, Obama.
Right.
He insisted for body cams for this reason.
Very reason.
Those
absolutely.
Officers were saying that he was eluding them. And it's like, or he was going to someplace to feel safe. So when the body cam that we saw, because they just released a body cam within the last week, you see the guns drawn saying, get the fuck about the car. Get out of the car now. And then it became, put your hands out the window, put your hands on it. They were saying two different things because it was two different people yelling at him. They also pepper sprayed him and then threatened to tase him. Oh, I'm sorry. They also threatened to have him riding the lightning. If you've seen the Green Mile, you know what the fuck they are talking about.
Exactly.
And the thing on is, they did not even say why they were pulling him over.
Exactly.
They didn't, because one, there's no reason for a traffic stop for you to get out of the car.
Right.
They called it in as if it was someone stealing a car.
Wow.
This is a traffic stop. So this is happening in Windsor. This happened from December 2020. We're saying all this. He told them he was and you could hear it on the body cam footage. I'm scared to get out of the car. Can I stay in the car? I'm afraid to get out of the car. They manhandled him. They pepper sprayed him. You know, basically, this is a nightmare for somebody who is in, again, the military.
So y'all made all this fuss about motherfuckers kneeling about the flag and all this kind of stuff. But when you got, because it was so disrespectful to the military, but then you got black military people out here being treated like this. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just verifying.
So, because they called it a high-risk traffic stop. So the reason why this body cam, it seems, probably is coming out is because Lieutenant Nazario filed a lawsuit earlier this month.
Yes, they
released the body cam footage.
Ebony Williams, I want everybody on the damn court.
Girl, you better everybody get every goddamn body.
Shit, do it for free, damn it.
But they were like, he was trying to elude the police, and they considered it a high-risk traffic stop, but they're not saying why they said that. And so the only reason why this is getting traction is because y'all released the body cam footage. So one of the officers has been fired as of 16 hours ago, so April 11th.
So he's had 4 additional months
in December 2020.
Yeah. He's had additional months to rain hell down on black people before he finally got his ass the fuck up out the department, is what you're telling me.
Correct. Okay, so, and the thing about it is, y'all did this in the state of Virginia with the man who we found out dressed up in blackface at a Halloween party when he was younger. And ever since then, he ain't with the shits. Okay?
At all.
Ralph Northam is like, no, I want an investigation immediately.
Yeah.
So he put out this statement. The incident in Windsor is disturbing and angered me, and I'm directing the Virginia State Police to conduct an independent investigation. Our Commonwealth, because Virginia is not a state, it's a Commonwealth, has done important work on police reform, but we must keep working to ensure that Virginians are safe during interactions with police. The enforcement of laws is fair and equitable, and people are held accountable. I'm inviting Army Medic Lieutenant Caron Nazario to meet soon. We must all continue the larger dialogue about reform in our country. So yeah, somebody lost their job 5 months after. So I saw this yesterday and there were people going, it's a good start. No, it's not.
Whoever said that, fuck y'all.
Yeah, it's like a good start is don't wait until public outrage to do something.
Hello.
It was a bad stop in December, and y'all should have fired his fucking ass. Now, don't wait until people have an issue with it.
What are y'all just sitting on this body cam footage for fun for?
Y'all are releasing
Is nobody looking at this
us.
shit? Right.
I'm sorry. Did y'all look at this? It's like,
hello.
It's like, how y'all just?
My whole thing is you've had this shit happen back in December. You let this man rain terror and his partner, because I don't know if they worked together every day, or if this man was in training or what, because he looked scared as a damn he looked scared but very complicit. First of all, send his ass up there with this man raining terror on this military man in full combat fatigue.
Right, you can't even say he's lying because he literally was in uniform.
Hello. In a new damn, see, that's the issue. He had a new damn car. That's what y'all were mad about. They got y'all riding in them raggedy ass, used ass county sheriff's cars and shit.
Exactly, because when he said, I'm honestly afraid to get out, one of the officers, Officer Gutierrez, said, yeah, you should be.
Hello.
He should be.
Exactly.
See, this is why I don't want to see videos of police officers kneeling with protesters, because y'all can kiss my ass. Y'all can get y'all asses up, because the thing about it is y'all are only doing this because it got to Governor Northam. See, he's the fucking governor. He gonna make y'all move. But why is nobody in that police department? Why didn't any of y'all think that, well, maybe we should like, don't wait until you get public outrage to go, see, we did something. This is from 4 or 5 months ago. A lot of times when it comes to I think Breonna Taylor, we didn't find out until May. She died in March. It's like, so y'all not telling us immediately. You only tell us immediately if somebody is there on the ground and we see it. But this kind of shit, we wouldn't know.
Like, it's bad to think that, somebody might not have seen this, but the worst case scenario is somebody saw this and let that man go back out on a job. That's the worst case motherfucking scenario.
People still had a job up until
was okay with the shit and let him back out there. Really? So this is the one we know about. Are y'all gonna look at the man's footage for the other 4 months that you let his ass out here free, reign and terror with your name on the badge, doing all this shit? I want y'all to review every fucking hour of that footage, and I want to see it at this point. Let me know. I want any black person that's encountered this officer. Let me know what the hell this man been doing.
I want to know where all these all lives. See, this is why we know all lives matters. Y'all full of shit. Where y'all at? Why y'all not?
Right.
All these people who love the military. Why y'all not saying nothing about this?
Exactly.
Why? Because when people just go, "Oh no, they're cops," I'm like, cops are people. Please stop thinking that it wasn't a plan for early days of the Klan. How you think they were lawyers? They were judges. They were police officers. They were business owners. They were landowners. And it's like, this is how they got that. How did you think the LAPD became the most racist and corrupt police department?
Hello. This shit ain't
the Klan know what the fuck they doing. Stop acting like because these people are police officers, they'll do the right thing. No, they actually won't. Considering that there was a police department who literally pushed a old man so hard, that man was bleeding out of his ears. And they literally said, oh, he must have fell. Ain't nobody push him. They've had a fucking video and they still lied.
Like, oh, that's the video I saw. That's what you're talking about?
Like, wait a minute. And the bad part about it is still having the video out there. There were still people out there going, cops are good people. And no, he's being railroaded.
Oh, they'll find an excuse for anything. That's when the nuance matters. Otherwise, when it's black people, oh no, the laws are there for a reason.
Black and white, this is the laws. And like, it's so funny. Everybody, a lot of the people who have been telling black people, if you just follow the law, you wouldn't get in trouble, seemingly don't think that having a mask on in a building applies to them.
Right.
It's like, I'm like, y'all should follow the laws. Excuse me, you need to wear it. This is not a law. It's a mandate. Do you know what a mandate is?
Hello.
If you don't, you can use your little phone in your pocket and look it up. I'm not going to tell you.
Google
can go and look it up. It's absolutely free. One of these days, Google's going to like, you know what? We're going to start charging y'all asses.
Right.
We've been doing this free labor for your ass and y'all never use it. So guess what? You are going to get charged. But yeah, all our love to Army Medic Lieutenant Caron Nazario, because I can only imagine, because it's like this man is in the military, so he has seen some shit. So the fact that he was like, I'm afraid to get out of my car, that
do you know how fucking hard it must be to be a man, a person of color in the military, to go through some shit like this and then have to report right back to your job? To honor, protect, and serve people in this damn country that treat you like that. Do you know how hard that shit must be? I couldn't see.
Child, see, this is what happens. You know, our ancestors, World War II, Korean War, you know, they came and fought and came back to segregation.
Right.
Imagine that.
Hello.
It's like you fought and bleed for the country that doesn't even see you as equal. When I saw that story about Lieutenant Nazario, it made me think about my traffic spot and what they're trying to elude me. So I was going to work one morning. It was rush hour traffic, and one place I go under a bridge. Above it is like a freeway, but I think a bridge. So I'm driving. Then all of a sudden I see the lights behind me, and I'm like, what the heck? And they're like, but I'm at the point under the bridge. So I drove up a little more to where it's like, because one, it's a 2-lane street. It's the middle of rush hour traffic. I didn't want somebody like I couldn't get over because it was like, I couldn't even pull over because it was
doing
so much traffic.
The sensible thing.
Because I was in a left-hand lane. I wasn't in the right-hand lane. If it was right-hand lane, it would have been easier for me to do. I was in the left-hand lane. It was too much traffic. So then I had to pull over where it's like maybe like a little bit more space. So pull over. The police woman came up to my window, was like, is there a reason why you didn't stop?
Yeah, 1,000 of them, motherfucker. The fuck you mean?
And I was like, oh, I wanted to get someplace. Well, if you see a officer's lights, you should just stop immediately. And I was like, I just wanted to get to a safe place. The lights been on while we were under the bridge.
Right.
You wanted me to hold up traffic?
Right.
And then she was like, okay, she took my license and registration. This is a white woman. Do you know I hit live on my Instagram?
I know
like,
the fuck that's right.
Like, let me just sit here with this. Because I'm like,
right.
Nothing didn't happen. That's why I don't have it. But that's not the point. So then I sit there, 2 minutes turned into 5 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck am I still sitting here? Then
because I know I ain't got no warrants.
So 2 other police cars showed up. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Like,
she comes back with this long piece of paper. And she was like, oh, I had to call for backup because I needed a printer because my printer wasn't working. I had a tail light out. One, not both, just one.
Child.
She pulled me over for a tail light.
It's that deep.
I was sitting there 10 minutes for a tail light. And the reason why there's other officers in the car, they didn't get up, none of them came to me. And that just gave me anxiety. I'm like, why do I see 3 police cars for me?
Right.
You did that because I'm missing a goddamn taillight. You could have just gave me a warning. You did not. So I will tell you, because the week before I had got stopped by some other else. I got stopped by a white male police officer. This was a white female. He was like, do you know why I stopped you? And I was like, I don't. Right. And then he said, it's because of your taillight. He's like, it's one out. He's like, I'm going to give you a warning. Just go and get it fixed. That was it.
Right.
She made it a point to wait until she got a fucking printer to give me a fucking ticket. And I'm sitting there shaking. And the bad part about my first thought, what would have been her reaction if I was a Black man?
Right.
And the thing that really gets me, and a lot of Black women do this, we actually think about other people, because I can bet you bottom dollar, a lot of Black men will not think about how anxious Black women get on police stops.
Right.
Because it's like, so when you hear the conversation about violence against Black people from cops, you don't really mention women.
Right.
You don't mention trans people either. And I'm saying trans people. Because it's men and women and non-binary. It's trans people at this point. So I'm like, I'm thinking about what
trans people who don't have the means to even change their identification all the time. Who can't do it
because it costs money.
Right.
They can't.
I just listened to a whole thing about this. Don't have the money because I had no idea how expensive it was to go through that whole process. Not even after you spent your whole savings on the actual transition process. Afterwards, when you have to go through all that identification, because the government at anybody at any turn says fuck you to everything. They're not going to help you. You got to go through all of that. You get pulled over, you're a trans Black man or woman, a trans man or anybody, and you don't have the proper identification.
Child, they're gonna be like, who are you trying to be? What you trying to
elude?
It's like, nobody. I'm trying to live my goddamn life.
Exactly. Oh,
the thing I was thinking, like, what if this was my brother? And the thing about it is like, we ask so much of Black people when they're stopped by cops, like, y'all gotta remain calm. I'm like, I'm not the one with a gun.
Right.
You are. I'm not the one where public opinion will be, well, they're a cop and they have a dangerous job. And so you must have did something wrong instinctively. It's like, so what if I didn't?
Right.
We now know for the George Floyd video, it wasn't 8 minutes and 45 seconds. It was 9 minutes and 36 seconds. And I'm like, it's coming out from the case. I'm like, the thing about it is like, stop acting like if you are a cop and you put on that badge, that automatically makes you a good person. It does not. There's some really shitty people.
Right. Stop acting like because someone puts on the badge and the uniform that gives them to right. If my attitude is bad that day, if I ask questions about why I'm being put on, that does not mean that means that my life is expendable. You do not get to kill me because of that.
Like, you making me late for work. I could be annoyed. Like, what if I'm like, hi, I don't have time for this. I'm gonna be late for work.
Right. I'll be late every day. This might be my last damn strike. Hell.
Hello.
HR done already talked to me and I'm trying to get there on time today.
Hello.
Hey, I had to drop them raggedy ass kids off at school. And now you got me. See, I'm running late because the carpool lane went up. See, Don't get me
exactly. And I'm sitting here like, this is just ridiculous. But I really hope that he takes, because I think he's suing the officers, as he should. Use that money from the police union and give it to him, because y'all out of line. And now that Governor Ralph is on the case, he's like, yeah, we know you're going to fix this. Fix it. I'm the goddamn governor. Fix this shit.
Right damn now.
Period. It's like, so fuck y'all. Please stop telling people that they just need to do better on traffic stops. Yeah, some people don't need that kind of power because they abuse it. Or like, it does not put you above reproach. It does not make you a good person to put on a uniform, a badge, run a company, run a man. It does not make you a good person. You make you a good person. What kind of person are you when you're not in the badge? Probably the same goddamn person. A piece of shit. Y'all actually threatened to kill this man. You should be afraid because we will kill you.
I'm about to relate this back to
what? It's like, see, yes, because wait, did you watch the Lepus of Bird Soldier? I'm sorry, I'm not going to call it, y'all. I'm not going to call it nigga bird. I refuse, because I'm screaming. I said Bird Soldier is where I'm sitting. So I watched
You see that reference that on the show, right? He was like, "Oh, that's Black Falcon." I was like, "You know what? Y'all playing." I was like, quit playing with me.
Like, see, as long as y'all don't say nigga bird, because y'all say nigga bird, I am fucking out.
Right.
Okay? I'm out.
Man.
So
they had a whole thing on there talking about.
Let me tell you something. John Walker will never be Captain America, because I was like, no one's stopping him. Imagine, like, oh my God, Captain America! Oh, he's killing someone. Yes, you are not. Blood on the damn shield, bitch. Fuck you. Yeah. So when y'all going to kill him? When y'all going to kill? Because I was sitting here like, he took that serum, didn't he? I'm wondering if he did, because he pocketed it, and now it's like,
oh yeah, you could tell, because you remember when he was in that building, he was starting to hear some stuff. He heard from way away. I'm like, okay, you Superman now.
Like, wait a minute, he's not the one that killed your friend. It's little Miss Miss Carly, right?
Right. Like, what he getting?
And it was just like, hey, Winter Soldier, hey, White Wolf, why y'all not fucking stopping? And I think it's because they didn't think he would do it. It's like, because Steve wouldn't. He is not fucking Steve Rogers
at all. All I know is the Dora Milaje whooped that ass.
Hello, I was like, y'all better stop playing. They're not even super soldiers. They don't need to be, bitch.
Right?
They should kick your ass.
That man said the Dora Milaje don't have jurisdiction here. She said the Dora Milaje have jurisdiction wherever the Dora Milaje find themselves to be. I said, you better say that motherfucking shit.
Excuse me. Are you kidding me? They have been on Zemo's ass, and they should. I'm sorry. I'm surprised they ain't find his ass yet. Oh, he was in jail. That's why they didn't find him.
Right.
Like, oh, he out of jail now? Cool.
Right. And you know what? If they want to get him,
pop up in Bird Soldier, I'm going to be cooked, okay? If I see a Okoye and my general is there, girl, it's over for you hoes, because she going to beat some ass. Okay?
Oh, yeah, that's my general.
She better not be there. I'm just saying. I'm liking Bird Soldier, okay?
It's my shit.
I like shit. Bird Soldier.
Yeah. You know me. I look forward to those days. I was spending all week getting ready for my new reality roundup episodes, Ooh! But those damn Marvel episodes.
I'm saying this on the mic, and we're gonna say it off the mic. We recapping Invincible.
Oh, we got to. We got to,
because I was like,
so I haven't seen the newest episode yet.
Yeah, Kendrick is the reason I'm watching. He's like, you watched Invincible? I'm like, what's that? And after y'all watch the first episode, and then come back to me after the last 10 minutes, because it's like, what the fuck? Also, Kendrick,
right turn.
Message me when you watch this week's episode, because goddamn,
I'm watching it after this, because I can't wait.
Goddamn, I said, ooh. I was like,
"Oh, I can't wait."
Of course. Like, bitch, this is a good ass episode.
Because I know your taste. I was like, Stephanie would love this.
I do. I was like, like the first episode, I was like, damn, I'm sold. I'm in. Y'all, we doing this. I was like, it's so good. It's so good. And we gotta give
I get to go into a blind. It's good because I haven't read those comics, so I'm like, ooh,
right.
I'm gonna watch it first and then read. Yeah,
right.
It's good.
Also, y'all know I go up for the queen of voiceover. She is the voice of our childhood, Cree Summer. I have to say, we got to give J.K. Simmons his flowers because
the man has
been doing
everything.
He has been doing it. I've loved him since Oz. So that's a long ass time, okay? If y'all have not watched Oz, please watch J.K. Simmons in Oz. You be like, God damn. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons, I know. Somebody needs to tell him that I love him. And I would love to interview him.
And go watch Elliot Stabler's ass while you at it too. Okay.
Best ass ever. Okay, so I don't know about organized crime.
I have no. Okay, I've been purposely like saving it up. To
Let me know what you think because I loved him on the SVU and then a crossover of his, and I was just like, I need another episode before I make this decision. I love seeing Elliot.
That's exactly why
I wanted him back on SVU, and I know as y'all, I get it. Law and Order is propaganda. I'm not even going to hold you. You're not wrong. It is, right. But just please know, Elliot Stabler was not a gold star cop.
At all.
That man has problems. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He has problems.
I was purposely saving up. Like I was like, okay, let me get like 2 or 3 episodes. Let me wait till 2 or 3 on Hulu, and then I'll crank through them, and then I'll give an opinion. Because I was like, I don't know if I want to come into that fresh. So let me wait
I need some other eyes on this because I'm like, I don't know. It's not because the thing about it, what's it? Law and Order: Criminal Intent. With one of the best actors ever, Vincent D'Onofrio. I'm telling you, he bodies roles. Okay, he is really good as Kingpin. Baby. I was very impressed with him as Kingpin.
Oh yeah,
because I think how did we get here? But we stay in here. And then we're gonna go back. Come, as Imani Van Zap would say. But when I think about the role of Kingpin, Michael Clark Duncan had the size. And of what you thought of the character as a Kingpin and the Daredevil movie, which is a piece of shit. However, Michael Clark Duncan, Colin Farrell, I like, which is why Daredevil is the reason why I'm not sold as on Batfleck. That's literally the main reason. I'm like,
that was my next question.
Right. Because remember when me and Wade talked about it, I was like, I left him off the list for a reason. 1, because I just forgot about his ass. And 2, it's like, well.
You posted your list on Instagram. I was like, wait a minute, where's
and it's so funny because nobody questioned number 1 being Kevin Conroy because real ones know. No, that's right. That's fair. At 2 through 7 was like, okay, so y'all, I'm like, leave me alone.
Right.
Like, that's why
so the comments didn't get all the way jumping because we were like, okay, number 1, okay.
The list is fine. I still before Wade comes back on the show, I got to make my Superman list, and
I would like to, when y'all do that, I would like to send in my list as well. And
absolutely, you can join us if you want.
I'll come through.
Because I heard y'all preview that. He gonna be going for Samaj on Samaj. I am. Y'all gonna be talking about it. It's like, first of all, somebody put out a tweet and said Batman and Kim Possible have the exact same powers, and I'm still screaming.
You know what? Bye. I was like, bye. But also find the lie. Okay. Bye. I was
like, points are made. I'm like,
they are. Ooh-wee.
I mean, I feel like he got the same powers as Iron Man, but Tony Stark is smarter. They're both just rich white dudes. I mean, I don't know. But Kim Possible is like, I feel like that tracks more because I feel like Tony Stark is like a genius and Batman is just a detective.
Right.
It's not that he's not smart. It's just,
also,
points are made.
Hold on, since I'm on the Mocha Minutes podcast, let me go back to giving flowers. I already took 2 avenues. Let me go ahead and make it an even 3, a trident. My third one is gonna go to Shuri and Shuri only for being the smartest person in the MCU, a black woman.
Let's go.
And I feel like we don't give her enough credit for being that. Okay, so we go up for Shuri. I'm done.
It's like I have not seen Chadwick's last 2 movies, the Five Bloods or Mama.
I can't
do it. I can't
He's
do
getting
it.
that Oscar, you know it.
I'm not ready. And it's like, and it's not, I'm not being facetious because literally the day after I cried, I said, so first of all, Chad, so this is how you know he's such a good actor.
Right.
He played Thurgood Marshall, light-skinned black man, Thurgood Marshall, and you notice nobody gave him any shit. It's like, nobody. How fucking good he is. It's like,
nobody.
Because then he said, he's going to play Thurgood Marshall. And I went, do y'all know what Thurgood Marshall looks like? He is definitely a light-skinned black man. And y'all like, so we gonna let Chadwick do this, y'all. I just
and then it came like, who's like, right. Okay.
And notice nobody had an issue. We got an issue with Zoe being Nina Simone for literally every reason that you can think of. But she don't have the acting chops. I feel like she can get there. I feel like that's why a lot of people liked Viola in the movie, even though she somewhat gained a little bit and also maybe had on a fat suit. So you heard the whispers, but it wasn't loud because they're still like, that bitch can act. So we're fine with this.
Right.
And she's my birthday twin. So you know I'm not going to take no Viola slander, okay?
Ever. Excuse me. Stop saying that.
In your life.
Please stop calling her the black Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep is the white Viola Davis.
Come on. It's like,
let me tell you.
I love that y'all like, oh, I want to go see the white Viola Davis's new movie. Who's that, Meryl Streep? Like, isn't she the black?
Hello?
No, she's not.
No.
She is not, boo. She's not.
No.
Ever in y'all lives. Don't do that. Don't stop playing yourselves. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Right.
She is the white Viola Davis.
Hello.
We're not doing it. Don't do this. Don't shortchange Madam Viola.
Hello. You're not gonna do Fences and that's on Fences and Mama Rainey, okay? That's what that's
on who? How to Get Away with Murder.
Okay. That's on Annalise Keaton and that finger snap, okay?
That's on who? Wig. Okay. You're fools. Okay, we gotta stop. Okay, so the last thing in high key is y'all know we were not going to talk about this. Y'all know how I feel about the hippity hops. You know, I get into my full fine ass auntie, hide your nephews, your granddaddies, and your uncles and daddies away from me. Cause well, y'all know the vibes. So I think when we're younger, we think rappers are so much older than they are. Because we're under this impression that they're like really, really grown up people. And then you find out that that's not entirely true. So we have lost an icon in rap music. Earl Simmons, aka DMX, suffered a heart attack and has passed away at the age of 50 in White Plains, New York. Now, that is not old.
It shocked me.
50. So when they said he was in the hospital, I said, oh my God. Because if you're a fan of DMX or literally live anywhere close to Twitter, you know that he has had his battle with drug addiction. If you are a fan of freelance auntie, aka Iyanla Fix Your Life, you saw his episode.
Yeah.
And you saw at the end, and this was years ago, where he said like him and his oldest basically did not get along. He wanted to be a musician. They just didn't have a good relationship. And he said to his face, the next time I see you will be at my funeral. I think between then and now, they've actually been able to work things out. So I was like, that is
Praise God.
That is all. That's heavy. Which is what, this is when I was like, see, Ayana's not the person for this. I need professionals for a DMX.
Yeah.
This man has really addiction problems. We need a professional, but up until that point, it's kind of like he was seen here and there. I think probably the last time a lot of people saw him was probably during the Snoop versus DMX versus, which was very interesting because man, he was agile. And y'all forgot that Calvin, aka Snoop, Uncle Snoop is everybody's tall, skinny uncle that be dancing to every damn song. Be like, turn that up, nephew. That's what we saw, and I enjoyed it because I'm like, I know majority of these songs.
Well, there was a time.
It was what a time to be alive to watch this, because it was a good time, right? I've always enjoyed DMX. There is a song that is out there that, well, it literally illustrates the problematic nature of hip hop music, because it is misogynistic, homophobic, transphobic, every phobic and obic that you can think of. That song, notwithstanding, DMX has somewhat of a solid catalog. That song, no, we're not doing this. We're not. Yeah, no. That song is just woo.
Yeah.
So we lost a great one. His ex-wife also, you know, she led a vigil, because of course we're still in you know, the pepperoni pizza, so they can't have guests in there, so they had vigils outside, and this was, it seems, led by his ex-wife. Oh, fun fact, DMX had a whole fiance when he passed. He also had a lung child. So I don't know what the relationship is going to be between his ex-wife, who was his high school sweetheart, and his new fiance. So I don't.
That is a long time.
Yeah. So he got hospitalized on April 2nd. And then after a few days, they said he didn't have any brain activity. And I was just like, ugh. But by this time, and we're Bravo, please. So Claudia Jordan decided to open her mouth or use her Twitter fingers to talk, and people literally dragged her to hell. And then let's add Lunel into that too. And like, who the fuck this bitch thinks she is? So yeah, they got a lot of stuff. I think it was a few people who was tweeting out like his drug abuse. This man was on life support at the time. Drug abuse, his money woes. I'm like, y'all realize this man, he's fighting for his life, and y'all like doing this shit.
We doing this like, today?
What?
Okay.
It's like, y'all, how long have y'all had to talk about DMX and his problematic like past? They didn't bring up his problematic past. They just brought up, you know, he had money woes. I'm like, y'all, he literally seemed to basically, he seemed like honestly a fun person to be around, because outside of the people like wishing him, you know, RIP while he was still very much, he was still here. He didn't have any brain activity. For anybody who knows, it's like, yeah, so that's not a good thing. And it was just like, still, you're not going to just go up. Well, no, he's over. It's like, no, we're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that. They're talking about his money woes. But then you also had people sharing stories of him just being a nice guy. Right. He went to an Albanian wedding. They're like, how did he get there? It's like, why is he there? It's like, I don't know. He in there. He had a woman who detailed how she met him on a plane, and he was a nice guy, and he invited them to one of his shows.
See,
and
there was one where the woman was like, I hadn't talked to my mother in years. We were mad at each other, and he gave me advice, and I went right home and talked to my mother, and we made up. Like, wow. That's wow. Oh, it's just, for some reason, when celebrities die, it just really makes you feel like your mortality. Not necessarily newer celebrities, but like people you feel like have been in your life as long as you've been alive. And that's what it kind of feels like with DMX. It feels like I don't know, peripherally, he's always been there, whether it's through like a music video, the box, you know, whether it's through Wendy Williams telling the stories how he's trying to come on the show and stuff. It's like he's always been there. So when you realize that person has gotten to an age where, you know, because we still associate death with age. So it's like when you think about somebody now as being at a certain age where they're passing on, it's like, oh God, wow. Like it really makes you stop it. Right.
50? It's like it's like you think that they're so much older, because I don't think, well, Lil Wayne had said something. I was like, Ma, Lil Wayne is younger than me. And she said, what? I was like, it's because he started when he was so young. Same with Snoop Dogg. It's like, how old is Snoop?
Lil Wayne, he's a hard 30-something though.
That's a hard 38. I said, what the entire hell is going on? It was like,
Yeah.
But Snoop Dogg's not that old either. It's kind of like it's because he started
Right.
so young. T.I. not either. I think didn't T.I. isn't he 50 now?
Let me see. It's very recent. Yeah.
Like because that's the thing. You just go, wait a minute.
No. T.I. just turned 40. 40.
What?
Yeah.
Bitch. Oh goddamn. I'm aging his ass up. I'm like, you think, I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's the glasses. The glasses throw you off when he tries to say
it's the glasses. It's him in the token. And I'm like, and
Right.
that's because he also been around. It's like for DMX, it's like you grew up on DMX. It's like I grew up on DMX. It's like
I have a cousin that doesn't listen to rap, but every time some DMX comes on, it was just I'm talking about it would send her through the roof. She just like, it's a part of my younger days. It was just like when DMX came on in the club, everybody here was bobbing. Like no
Party
choice.
Up still slaps to this day.
Absolutely.
It still slaps.
Anytime I think of Deadpool, one of my favorite Marvel heroes, I associate that song, DMX, go and give it to you before I associate anything else with that movie. It's so one and the same. That man, y'all talking about money woes. That child, please.
So one of my friends actually saw him live about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks before he was hospitalized. So he was still performing. It was a club performance.
Wow.
And I was just like, homeboy was still making money. It may not be like the money that y'all think, but he was still touring. He could do
it for the rest of his life. Yeah, he could do, because he's got those songs that like people associate with like, okay, I just want to go out and have a good damn time. I don't need y'all making me think like this. Let's go have a good damn time.
Correct.
Let's forget about this whole personal pan pizza that we living in right now, and let's just go have a good ass time.
Yeah, because the people that I knew was gonna get me. Of course, you see Swiss Beats and you're like, he gonna say something. Eve gonna say something. His peers are gonna say something. The person that got me was Drag On. Because that man was like, he couldn't do it. He's like, he's just crying. He's like, I know y'all want me to say something, but I can't. Because that was his friend. Like, everybody kind of expected that reaction from him, especially.
Right.
It's like, that has got to hurt. Because it's like, we only know him as a musician. That man is his actual friend, closer than a friend, more like a brother. So you knew it was like, this man is grieving.
Right.
So it's gonna be, this is a huge loss for hip hop, because it's just it's like, I think he was working on a new album. If it hasn't come out yet, it may be coming out. I gotta look, because y'all know Stephanie and the Hippity Hops. Y'all better check with the folks over at Where's My 40 Acres? You better check with Cook from Highly Inappropriate. You better check with We Come From Bad News. They are up on the Hippity Hops. Tell them I sent y'all to go to them to get info on the Hippity Hops. But I still just enjoy DMX now. So media takeout.
Oh boy,
I used to read this all the time.
Yeah.
I don't anymore because,
no.
You know what this is called? Growth. So the title was Feminists. They actually said feminists trying to cancel DMX over rape and anti-LGBTQ lyrics. Now, there are two songs that are out there. One is very detailed on sexual assaulting of a young girl. Another one is being very transphobic and homophobic. So the song that is talking about sexual assault is X is Coming. That is, I'm not reading the lyrics here. I'm not doing that. The song that is transphobic and homophobic is Where the Hood At. Now I think a lot of people they may be familiar with both of them. I'm not reading the lyrics, but just know those songs are out there. Let me just say this. I know when they say feminist, and I'm like, I don't have to be a feminist to go, yeah, sexual assault and homophobia and transphobia is wrong. Because it's really funny. It's funny to your girl. If this was a white man making very racist lyrics about Black folks, you would want them canceled.
Right.
Baby, I know the gag. I get it. It's like, the thing about it is, those songs are not new. They are old. I don't know if he's ever addressed them. I don't know if anybody asked him. He may have just said, I would never talk about like that again. I don't know. And a part of me just doesn't care, because one, that is not going to bring him back, and that's not going to throw him into hell because you mad. It's like, that is not going to happen, and I get it. The thing about it is, I'm not negating anybody's feelings if they're like, yeah, I'm not celebrating this man if this is a song that I was introduced to him to, and I feel some sort of way, and I'm part of, either I'm a woman or someone who cares about women, or if I'm a part of the LGBTQ plus community, or I have friends and loved ones a part of the community. That has nothing to do with his death. I'm like, I cannot put him in hell, and I cannot bring him back. And it's like, nobody can. But it's like, until we have the conversations about hip hop that you don't want to have, it's like, it's not going to happen. And it's kind of like most of this is like, you're like, y'all just hating on this man. It's like, but what if they've been talking about it and they're not going to stop? So this is why a lot of people didn't really talk about their issues with Nipsey Hussle. They just did not say anything. I'm not like, good, he's gone. It's like, I'm just not going to say anything, because this is what happens when a Black man dies. And they're like, well, let's bring up this shit. Like, no, we don't, because he dead. It's like, you don't speak ill of the dead. I'll see y'all back here when Donald Trump dies, because y'all surely were not keeping anything quiet when Prince Philip died at 99 years old. Y'all weren't keeping quiet. So it's like, we don't keep the same energy. I'm like, I'm just not going to say, if you choose not to say anything about DMX, I think based on that, fair. It's like, it has to be fair sometimes. It's like, it's because
we're still talking about Bill Cosby way more than we talk about Harvey Weinstein. I'm just saying. And it's kind of like, you go, I'm like, what about Harvey Weinstein? Tell me something. What about Harvey Weinstein? Right.
Y'all don't care. You just don't want us to talk about Bill Cosby as if he didn't have decades in the paint of drugging and sexually assaulting women. Oh, by the way, he actually admitted that he did it.
Right.
Before you say somebody lying on him, please do a Google and realize he flat out admitted it. We're not lying.
Right.
He did it because he said it.
Hello.
There's the gag. We're not lying on him. He flat out said he did it. So it's like, if this bothers you, and that's the thing, this is the dichotomy of hip hop, because you can enjoy the music, we can have our pioneers, but we don't want to have the conversation about how the lyrics affect anybody who's not a straight cishet Black man. If you're not one of those things, you may have to ignore the dark, the shadowy part of the Pride Lands.
Right.
Of hip hop. That is hip hop.
Right.
So I'm not going to follow anybody to that, and you shouldn't either in this kind of, but also
we've got to stop policing people's feelings.
Correct. It's like,
that's what we've got to stop doing.
It's like, please stop saying, because you are mourning him, y'all should do it too. And if you're like, no, I'm not mourning him because of insert this, it's like, don't hate on, don't be like, oh, you're a hater. I'm like, you literally, you don't want to know that. It's like, too many people are going through things and they just want to live without someone saying, I don't agree with you or your lifestyle, your choice.
Right.
How you want to identify. I don't agree with this, so I don't respect it. Imagine someone actually saying, I don't agree with how you live your life, so I will not respect your pronouns.
Right.
And you wonder why somebody would punch you in the face. I'm like, you don't need to respect. I'm sorry. You don't need to approve or agree with anybody to show respect. I'm pretty sure you don't approve or agree with your boss. Are you disrespecting him? No.
Hello.
Are you disrespecting her? No. You just doing your fucking job and minding your goddamn business. Why don't you swipe in and swipe out and leave people the fuck alone?
Exactly. Swipe in Twitter, swipe the fuck right back out.
Just please leave us the fuck alone. Y'all some assholes. And it's like, it's like, if people are like, I don't want to mourn DMX, I think that's fine. I know the loss, but I also am not stupid.
Right.
Kendrick is also, we're not stupid. Kendrick and I are not stupid, but it's like, we know the impact that DMX has. We also know that since the age of 14, he has had a drug problem.
Right.
And that's just sad. I mean, it's honestly just sad. It's a loss. Because I have
It's
a feeling
definitely a
if he
loss.
could have sat down with somebody to discuss these lyrics, he probably would have a different outcome. I don't know. And at this point, it doesn't even matter. Because
Right.
he's still gone. His children will mourn him. His ex-wife, his fiance. She didn't even get to marry him yet. This is her fiance.
Right.
Had no idea. And now it's like, now she's a single mother because they have a young child.
Man.
So it's like, it's a tough loss.
Whew.
And if you don't want to, and if you're like, I'm just going to stay silent because I don't have anything nice to say, I think that's actually pretty valid.
Right.
And it's okay. But I definitely listened to the Touch It remix, and he's one of my favorite parts of the remix, quite frankly. Love his verse. It's interesting, him and Papoose probably some of my favorite verses on that remix.
Yes.
I don't know why
Pap.
that is. Papoose got,
Pap anytime he get on the mic.
it's like he
Do what needs
is
to be
talented,
done.
and I'm just like,
Oh
why
yeah.
are you so good at this, and why are you not bigger? Anyway, it's not.
Yeah.
So definitely love to his family and those and his friends that are closer. There's his closest family that are mourning him. Yeah, that's a big. It was like that was not on my 2021 bingo card. Is saying goodbye to DMX.
Right. At all.
That wasn't it.
50. That's crazy.
It's like 50, not even 50 something. 50.
Right.
I was like, he was only 50. And you're getting, and for everybody who hasn't gotten to this age yet, you'll get to this age like, that's not old. Even 60 is not old to me at this point.
Right.
Not old. That is actually kind of young.
Right.
So, yeah.
Whew.
You know, goodbye
Lord,
to DMX.
Lord. Right.
That wasn't what I was going to see.
Nobody expected that one.
It was not. That was not on my 2021. That was not on my April 2021 bingo card. But a lot of shit that's like ridiculous is like that was not that wasn't on my bingo card.
Right.
Just a lot. So you're definitely going to see. Oh well, it looks like they had a vigil, and Tashira, that is his ex-wife, and his fiance were there at the same time. I don't know if they came together, but they were there, and there was no issues. So at this point, it's kind of like he's gone. What's the point? It's like we can mourn together. Y'all can rely on each other. So yeah. So y'all. Oh my gosh. So yeah. That's it. That is the I gotta find something fun because we can't end on this. So this is something fun about DMX. Let me just say this. Every Christmas from now on, I mean, it was before this, but seriously,
absolutely,
y'all better y'all better look up DMX and Christmas carols, and him singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That is the only.
It's a staple in my household.
It's the staple, bitch. If that ain't on your list, because goddamn, you were like, when you think about, because when it was happening, it was like, but he's DMX, and I feel like the DMX voice is just like, wow. It has to be in your rotation of Christmas songs. Also, look for the prayer, because that prayer is just like, wow. And it does predate Jesus Walks. It really does, because this is a whole prayer, and it sounds like poetry, because it is. And so one of those things, just listen to him. Those are all he's emoting, and it's just it's beautiful.
It is. Oh,
so for all of his phobias and isms, there's some that rose grew from the concrete, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. He wasn't finished, but we don't get to man, his journey could have kept going. He wasn't finished, but we don't get to say when we leave here. So oh man. So yeah, that's a hard one.
It's a hard one. It was just like, it's very surprising, and it's kind of like death does not elude anyone. So but still, it's like you're surprised. You're kind of like, because honestly, there's a few deaths that I've been like, of course, we've been through as celebrities or celebrity deaths we've been through. And some of them just go, I really wish it had been longer with this person. Yeah. DMX was not on my list of, it's okay if he goes. It's not.
Right.
It's not okay. But I don't think any part of your life is going to be okay for someone to pass.
Right.
You know? So,
Right.
if you're mourning
Ooh.
DMX, please be kind to yourself. And if you are choosing not to mourn DMX, be kind to yourself.
Right.
Just be kind to yourself, whether you are or not.
Right. Exactly.
So Kendrick, we are leaning on something. Have you watched the Beverly Hills trailer?
I have.
Now,
I'm.
Go ahead. Tell me what you think.
I was gonna say I like every year. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. You know, I don't do that with them. No, quit playing with me. The fact that there was one person whose whole storyline carried this, it's different to carry a season. It carried the whole trailer. I was like, when I got done, I said, wait,
what else are we talking about?
What is Dorit doing? Like, wait,
so we notice we don't really see this is the thing, and I think I've said it in plenty of Clubhouse room. Beverly Hills' trailer is never one that I go, I gotta see it.
Right.
I kind of feel like that about Roni too. It's kind of like some folks like, oh, okay, but Beverly Hills, I was like, but
I'm glad you said that because Roni, I always love a Roni season. I've never liked a Roni trailer.
Yeah, ever. It's never like, so people I'm this excited.
Year, I'm like, right? People this year are like, what do you mean? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not excited about. I'm like, I've never been excited about a Roni trailer, but the seasons usually give. So I mean,
right? That's it. It's just like I didn't. When people be going crazy for Roni trailers, I'm like
oh,
oh, like what do you think? I think today is Monday. I mean,
right.
So I will say the Beverly Hills trailer got me to the point of, oh look, Erica has a storyline.
For the first, you know what? Let me tell you something.
I was like, we're getting a storyline
for the first time in years
from Erica Jane, where she's not patting her puss.
Right.
I am like, I'm intrigued. I'm also intrigued that Kathy Hilton is there. And when Homegirl was going as Sutton, I was like, see, she is not the actress that Eileen Davidson is. She is, Eileen Davidson, aka Ashley Abbott, aka Daytime Emmy winner.
Yes.
It's like you were not given, because Sutton backed down as soon as Erica bucked up in her face. I'm like, see, this is how you handle Sutton. Erica's like, so you don't know. It's like, what are you gonna do? Oh, nothing. Exactly. So shut the fuck up.
Ooh, cleared. Cleared.
That's how you clear a bitch. It's
right.
Like, come on, Erica. You giving us a storyline that we don't believe.
Right. Why did you know what? My favorite thing about the podcast now is I do these things where I let people send in voice messages. The day we're recording this, I got one today about that Beverly Hills trailer.
Really?
That literally made me spit out everything.
Oh my God, I can't wait to hear it now, because I'll be like, them notes. Mind you, I currently notes, but I listen to other people's notes. I'm like, why am I sitting here screaming?
Right.
This is hilariously funny. This is hilariously funny, honey.
That one I can't wait for you to hear, because
I'm a scream. I know I am.
It's some opinions about that. About Erica Jane and that trailer.
And the fact that Kathy's like, oh, Kim changed her number and didn't tell Kyle. I was like,
bye.
I was like, bye, wig. Bye. Good night. We'll call you back.
Right. I
want Nene back. I want Nene back on my screen.
Yeah.
I want Nene back so bad. I really do. Because this season of Atlanta, no, fuck y'all.
They need
showing y'all ass in front of Big Frida. How fucking dare you? Fuck all you. I'm sorry. I went completely off on Rats and Ramblings about Atlanta. I was like, so first of all, fuck all y'all for showing y'all ass and getting out of pocket in front of big motherfucking Frida. You already know. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all it's in here with Big Frida, and y'all can just curb that for I don't know, an hour and 15 minutes of dinner with Big Frida. I'm like, can I go have dinner with Big Frida? I can almost guarantee you the last thing I'm talking about is Discord. I would be grilling. That food looks so good. I'm like, Queen Diva is a caterer, okay? She actually does cater. So it's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, oh, Frida,
Right.
what we doing? Oh, okay. I'm like, girl, this is so good. I'm like, let me ask you something. Tell these people why sugar don't go in grits.
Thank you.
That's so rude. That's so rude. I'm sorry. Eat grits however y'all want. Grits are savory.
Ooh. Yeah. It's a lot of bullshit going on in the world today.
Grits are savory. Eat your grits however you want. Savory style.
Right. Eat your grits or don't. Okay.
Or don't.
Or don't cook them at all. Yeah, okay.
Oh my God. See, I'm such a fool. Alrighty. But y'all, as you can see, I could keep him all day, which is why he had to be here for whole full month. There's no possible way.
I love it. I know.
There's no possible
I was waiting
way.
on my invitation. I was like,
he was like, let me tell you something. I was going to give you.
Right.
I was like, let me look at this date. So what's today's date? Not in my DMs. Oh.
Look, I was being nice. I'm going to give her 2 days.
So it's April 27th. And looky here what I don't have in my DMs. And invite to be on the Mocha Minutes. Like,
right.
No, let me just ask Kendrick now. Because I'm like, I will never hear the end of it, child. I'd be like, I'm so Kendrick, nope, don't want to hear it. Let me know. My mic is here.
Right.
Been waiting.
I need you to come talk about Memphis, Marvel, and hospitality. I'm like, nope, can't do it. Nope. Nope, none of the three. Nope. Sorry. Nope. Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it.
Like, not doing it. Nope. Not me, not the kid, not gonna do it.
Not in May. Not in May.
No, absolutely not. So, y'all, this has been the Mocha Minutes podcast. We are having a good ass time because you already know we can't do nothing but I will be back next week with another whole full. Might be full and a half or full and 1 3/4. I don't know, but we will be back next week. Kendrick, before we leave, please let everybody know how they can find you and your podcast that y'all should be listening to.
Ooh, you guys can find me everywhere you find your podcast, every major platform. You can find me on Instagram at Housewives Marvel Podcast. Use that link in the bio to find me on your preferred platform. Follow me. Go over there. Give me a 5-star rating and review. It's the best thing you can do for free for a podcaster. Give over there on Stephanie Mocha Minutes. Give her a rating too. Just, if you got something negative to say, give her 5 stars anyway. Then just say something negative in the review. Don't do it. In the stars. Do it in the review. We'll take that. Because Apple don't read this. So. After that, we good.
I'm sorry, I'm
After
laughing
that, we good.
because it was like, just put the 5 stars. You can put any negative thing. Excuse me, hello. You give us 5 stars. Keep your negative things. Put it in the DMs and DM me. I might not read it, but still, don't put it in it. He's saying you can write 5 reviews, write us negatives. No, the fuck you can't.
Right.
Keep it in. Keep it in the drafts.
Right. Or in the DM so I can block you.
Oh, that's what she's talking about. Yeah. So y'all, I will be back next week. Please listen to me and you, the Housewives of Marvel 2 podcast. Everybody have a good week. Sugar does not go in grits. Okay.
Does not.
Bye.
Give it to Jesus because it ain't my fight. I want to make it to the light. Please make it all right. And ain't nobody but you taking my life. Because I know not many do make it through the fight. But there's still a many who walk with your grace. Because I know a plenty who walk with your face. In their minds and their hearts with the word on their lips. But still straight from the herd. I'm sure you've heard how it gets. Because the word is a gift that'll break any yoke, stronghold, or bond down to 1/3 of its strength. When you're free in the name of Jesus, you're free indeed. All you need is faith the size of a mustard seed. All things are possible through Christ who strengthens me. It's my destiny to be the best I can be, to give you the best of me.